Chapter 349. Xiao Han felt something strange when the left arm of the demon the Arch was refining the 3 ultimate mutant demon emperor corpses. After the Black Rain demon emperor and the Yin Thunder demon emperor were decomposed, they turned into wisps of extremely high-quality demon clan source energy and dispersed into the left arm of the demon the Arch. However, after the demon emperor corpses were dispersed, the quality of their source energy was obviously inferior to that of the Yin Thunder demon emperor and the Black Rain demon emperor. Although the demon emperors of the demon region are also ultimate mutant demon emperors and are comparable to the Black Rain demon emperor and the Yin Thunder demon emperor in terms of combat power, their bodies are fundamentally different. The bodies of the demon emperors of the demon region seem to contain a lot of impurities, which are not as pure as the bodies of the Black Rain demon emperor and the Yin Thunder demon emperor. Xiao Han frowned slightly, and after thinking for a while, he understood. I know. The Black Rain demon emperor and the Yin Thunder demon emperor are born with noble bloodlines and can mutate since birth. They don't need to take any precious medicine. On the other hand, the demon emperors of the demon region are just demon emperors with ordinary bloodlines. They can never mutate in their lifetime. It was Yen Lang who used the precious medicine to forcefully enhance the bloodline quality of the demon emperors of the demon region and tamper with the genes to mutate. However, after taking the precious medicine, the mutated demon body seems to be strong, but there are too many impurities. Now, I can almost say with certainty that the potential and future achievements of the demon emperors who mutate with the precious medicine are definitely not comparable to those born with noble bloodlines. Boom, boom, boom. A large number of impurities contained in the demon emperor corpses were calcined into ashes and evaporated. These impurities are really varied. Among them, there are even some impurities that contain toxins. Xiao Han also slowly tasted it. Astonishingly, Xiao Han discovered that there was a red airflow among the many impurities contained in the demon emperor corpses. It was very strange. The red airflow could not be refined easily. Its vitality was extremely tenacious, rolling on the palm of the left arm of the demon the Arch. Moreover, the red airflow emitted a power of faith. Xiao Han's heart skipped a beat. He released a slight wave of mental energy to sense it, and he sensed that there seemed to be endless living beings in the power of faith emitted from the red airflow. They were constantly praying and praying. Pure wishes were displayed inside. For example, it was as if there were tens of thousands of living beings in this red stream of air, constantly praying and worshipping it. Xiao Han held his breath and focused. While he was in a trance, he seemed to hear a faint voice coming from within the red air current. It was faintly discernible. Long live Master Yen Lang. Long live great Master Yen Lang. Master Yen Lang is the strongest being in this plane, and the strongest being in countless planes. Those who believe in Master Yen Lang will obtain eternal life, and those who don't will fall into the abyss of pain and be consigned to eternal damnation. As the voice chanted, Xiao Han's mind suddenly heated up. In his heart, he actually wanted to say the same thing, the same wish, the same faith. At the same time, the red air current on the palm of the demonic monarch beast, the power of faith, rushed toward Xiao Han's brain as if it had a mind of its own. Damn it. In a split second, Xiao Han bit the tip of his tongue and sobered up instantly. His left arm demon monarch palm shook, and a whirlpool-like suction force suddenly pulled, wrapping the red power of faith, and finally refining it into nothingness. I'm not feeling well. I can't think clearly. That power of faith makes me very uncomfortable. It seems to be brainwashing me, making me lose my sense of self and develop faith in Yen Lang. Xiao Han was shocked and angry at the same time. Now Xiao Han finally understood that there were many impurities in the demon sovereign's corpse in the demon region. Some of the impurities could even damage the body's functions. As for the most powerful impurity, it was the terrifying faith power. It was simply a kind of brainwashing that made people forget themselves. When he thought of the ordinary humans in the mountain villa who were brainwashed, Xiao Han had a direct impression of Yen Lang. Yen Lang should be an autocratic fellow. He's a fanatic. He's full of ambition. He likes people to believe in him and see him as a godlike existence. It seems that his ambition is very big. Those demon sovereigns who had completed their mutation after consuming his precious medicine are all under his control. They've almost become his puppets. With a thought, Xiao Han took out a precious medicine from his storage ring. The precious medicine was colorless and tasteless. Xiao Han carefully placed the precious medicine on the demon monarch beast's palm tattoo on his left arm. With a thought, the demon monarch beast's palm tattoo directly absorbed the precious medicine. Boom! The precious medicine immediately dispersed and turned into indescribable energy and dozens of impurities that scattered into the demon monarch beast's palm. However, these impurities did not have the chance to merge into the demon monarch beast's palm. Instead, they were evaporated in an instant. Among them, there was a faint red light that was not refined for a while. The red light emitted the power of faith. This power of faith was very powerful in bewitching people's minds. As expected. So the problem lies in the precious medicine. Once the precious medicine bestowed by Yen Lang is consumed, the power of faith will be implanted in the demon's body without anyone knowing. Xiao Han finally saw through the secret of the precious medicine. With a thought, the strand of power of faith that was lingering in the demon monarch beast's palm immediately circled around Xiao Han's fingers. A faint desire, worship, and subservience intent lingered around it. This power of faith is really too domineering. It's silent and seeps into the depths of a living being's mind and heart. Once it's allowed to grow, all of that living being's resentment, doubt towards Yen Lang will be eliminated. Only blind worship and adoration will be left. Even if they have an irreconcilable grudge against Yen Lang, killed his entire family, annihilated his entire clan, and took his wife and daughter away. However, once they are bewitched by the power of faith, all the hatred disappears. They will obediently be purified and devoutly worship Yen Lang. Poof! A ball of evil wind swept past Xiao Han's fingers and forcefully blew the strand of power of faith into nothingness. Xiao Han took out another precious medicine and did the same thing. He made the demon monarch beast's palm refine the precious medicine and extract the power of faith from it. After some research, Xiao Han made another shocking discovery. In this power of faith there was an element similar to opium. It had a kind of effect that made the living being who consumed the precious medicine addicted. This is too strange. Xiao Han felt a chill in his heart. This Yen Lang's methods are indeed too insidious. No wonder a few of the demon monarchs have always been against Yen Lang. They even sent the Black Rain Demon Emperor to make trouble during his birthday ceremony and spoil Yen Lang's mood. What Yen Lang is doing may not be a good thing for the entire demon clan. However, it's not a good thing for the human clan either. Sheng Yin has created so many mutant demon emperors for nothing. Sooner or later he will declare war on the human clan. Of course, there were indeed some elements in these precious medicines that could stimulate the awakening of demonic meridians. However, there was no improvement in Xiao Han's awakening of the 600,000th demonic meridian. Xiao Han refined a few ultimate mutation demon emperor corpses, and his left demon monarch beast's palm was greatly nourished. However, the 600,000th demonic meridian was still like a pool of stagnant water. It seems that the demon monarch beast's palm still needs an opportunity to reach the ultimate mutation realm. It's not that easy to awaken the 600,000th demonic meridian. Xiao Han helplessly played with the Demon Emperor crystal that had sealed the Black Rain Demon Emperor, the Yin Thunder Demon Emperor, and the Demon Emperor of the Demon Region, the three ultimate mutated demon emperors. Xiao Han also knew that if the left demon monarch beast's palm didn't break through the 600,000th demonic meridian, not only would it not be able to perfectly embed and refine the new Demon Emperor crystal, but it would also be difficult to exert the strongest power of the two top-notch demonic techniques, the mysterious Yellow Demon Tower and the Demon City. At this moment, the demon egg that was dormant in Xiao Han's heart rotated slightly. He put the few Demon Emperor crystals into his storage ring and sighed helplessly. Demon Emperor Bai Yan, you're here? Silver Mask Demon Emperor? Bai Yan's languid voice sounded. Soon Bai Yan, who was only wearing a translucent gauze, stepped into Xiao Han's room. It seemed to have just taken a bath. There were two intoxicating blushes on her fair and pretty face. The girl's face was as gentle as jade, and her white and flawless body exuded infinite charm. Those perky peaks, that tiny waist, that pair of slender and perfectly round legs that were as white as jade, and that tight and perfectly round buttocks, that pair of tightly clamped legs, and the faintly visible slightly bulging shadow between her legs. Under the cover of the light, all of them emitted a soul-stirring charm that was sufficient to make any man fall head over heels for her. Silver Mask. Bai Yan gave Xiao Han a flirtatious look. Xiao Han was stunned. Seriously speaking, ever since Xiao Han, Jing Yanxue and Lan Shirong had consummated their marriage, he had tasted it and knew the joy of making love between a man and a woman. He hadn't touched a woman for a long time. If the one standing in front of him today was a stunning human beauty, he would definitely not hesitate to push the boat along with the current. It was inevitable. However, the other party was a demonic woman who sucked the brains of humans, which made Xiao Han feel disgusted when he thought about it. Moreover, the more Bai Yan flirted and took the initiative to seduce him, the more Xiao Han felt disgusted. Silver Mask. Do you know that you have a strange charm that attracts me? Bai Yan's eyes moved like a changing nebula. She gently twisted her buttocks and sat next to Xiao Han. Her slender hand was already on Xiao Han's shoulder and she said softly, "To be honest, Silver Mask, no one in the entire demon metropolis can attract Bai Yan like you." Bai Yan can't explain the reason. Xiao Han quickly glanced at Bai Yan's soft hand on his shoulder, and his stomach immediately turned upside down. He didn't know how many human compatriots this hand had killed. Xiao Han jumped up as if avoiding snakes and scorpions. "All right, Demon Emperor Bai Yan, I'm going to rest." "Silver Mask, you?" A hint of disappointment and anger flashed in Bai Yan's bright eyes. "Silver Mask, do you hate Bai Yan so much?" "I don't hate her. Demon Emperor Bai Yan brought me to see Master Yen Lang. How could I hate her? It's just that I'm really tired. I fought with the ultimate Demon Emperor during the grand ceremony. I'm exhausted," Xiao Han said politely. "You won very easily." Bai Yan pouted and made a playful expression that was no different from that of a human girl. "You refined that demon city and controlled the situation. You were cunning and made the demons kill each other. In the end you easily destroyed them. Silver Mask, do you know that the demon region used to be in love with Bai Yan, but Bai Yan never agreed to it?" Pausing for a moment, Bai Yan stared deeply at Xiao Han, its eyes filled with curiosity. Then it finally stood up and slowly walked out. Before it left, it turned its head back and said, "Silver Mask, you really attract Bai Yan. You give Bai Yan a very strange feeling. It seems that I always want to get close to you." "Yes, it was Master who asked Bai Yan to come. However, I want to get close to you because I want to get close to you, not because Master instigated me." "Yes." Xiao Han nodded, but he sneered in his heart. "You mutated demon emperors who have taken the precious medicine have already planted the power of faith in Yen Lang in your hearts. Only a ghost would believe what you said." Bai Yan finally left. In an exquisite boudoir, Bai Yan sat on the bed with a face full of shock and confusion. She muttered to herself, "Why is it like this? Ever since I took the precious medicine and mutated my bloodline, I have never doubted Master's kindness. I have always respected Master's words as if they were God's. The silver-masked demon emperor is the prey that the Grandmaster is determined to get. Bai Yan should naturally try her best to win it over with her beauty. However, why did I ignore the Grandmaster's order and respect the silver-masked demon emperor's will in the depths of my heart just now? I didn't use all of my seductive methods to make it submit. What's going on? It's so scary. It seems that there is something in the silver-masked demon emperor that has a fatal attraction and bewitchment to me. Makes my faith in Master waver a little. Impossible. What the hell is going on?" In the manor, under the night sky. It was a quiet and elegant garden. Yen Lang sat leisurely in a pavilion, reading a thread-bound book with the help of the moonlight. He looked indifferent. Several mutated demon emperors were serving him at the side. "Grandmaster, the 22 demonic emperor-level creatures with ordinary bloodlines who participated in the ceremony and received precious medicines have all consumed the medicines. Their bloodlines are mutating right now. They have already sworn to be loyal to you, Master," a bearded male mutated demon emperor said respectfully. "In this ceremony I took out a total of 50 precious medicine as a reward. As a result, the silver-masked demon emperor alone received 28 precious medicine." Yen Lang's eyes flashed with intense admiration. "Very powerful, Master. The silver-masked demon emperor has come to the villa. Now Bai Yan is trying to get close to it and seduce it to make it lose its mind. In this way it will probably agree when Master makes a deal with it. In fact, it should be its luck to be favored by Master. It will definitely not refuse. However, I don't know if Bai Yan can successfully subdue the silver-masked demon emperor and enchant its mind so that it will submit to her." Another male mutated demon emperor's eyes were full of jealousy. "Bai Yan has a demonic art of seduction that can enchant men. Whether it is a human or a demon, I'm afraid it will be difficult for them to refuse Bai Yan. After being seduced by her beauty, they will be unable to extricate themselves." Yen Lang gently put down the thread-bound book in his hand and smiled confidently. "Bai Yan has never let me down." After a pause, Yen Lang looked up to the sky and sighed. "After so many years, finally, there is a demon that can help me realize my wish and ambition. It's really not easy." To be continued. Chapter 350. Xiao Han stayed in the house for 2 full days, waiting for the rest of his life. In the past 2 days, Bai Yan had frequently approached Xiao Han, throwing flirtatious glances at him, trying to please him, and taking the initiative to throw herself into his arms. However, Xiao Han was not moved at all. Every time he would stammer and mutter a few excuses. Bai Yan's bright and enchanting eyes were filled with helplessness and gloominess. 2 days later, early morning. Silver Mask, Bai Yan will take you to see the master now. Bai Yan came to Xiao Han's room again. Yes, thank you, Bai Yan Demon Emperor. Xiao Han wore a silver mask and his eyes were very indifferent. Bai Yan glanced at Xiao Han bitterly. However, she was now used to Xiao Han's indifference and unapproachable attitude. However, for some reason, the more indifferent Xiao Han was, the more curious Bai Yan was about Xiao Han. One had to know that Bai Yan was a peerless beauty that was pursued by many mutated demon emperors in the entire demon metropolis. Countless ultimate variant demon emperors chased after Bai Yan. Seriously speaking, if it wasn't for the fact that Bai Yan was Yan Lang's confidant, Bai Yan would have been swallowed by those tyrannical ultimate variant demon emperors. Bai Yan had never seen a demon man who was not interested in her at all. Xiao Han's attitude made Bai Yan have a rebellious mentality, and even a kind of masochistic desire. Of course, there was another very important point, and that was the demon egg in Xiao Han's body had an inexplicable attraction to any demon race. Let's go. Xiao Han stood up and slightly urged Bai Yan, who was in a trance. I also want to see Master Yan Lang. Then, without saying a word, Bai Yan led Xiao Han out of the house. They walked along a gravel path. In the early morning, the entire villa was shrouded in a layer of mist, and the scenery was extremely beautiful. The distant mountains and the nearby water gave Xiao Han a kind of artistic conception of splashing mountains and rivers. It was really a leisurely rest, walking in the northern forest in the morning. The pond was filled with fragrant grass, and the orchid attacked the secluded scholar. The dawn in the fog, the spring birds in the flowers. The wild path was filled with fragrance, and the mountain steps were repeatedly invaded by bamboo shoots. Silver Mask, you seem to like the living environment of the human race very much. Seeing Xiao Han's expression of enjoyment, Bai Yan smiled and said, "This." Xiao Han was taken aback for a moment before he smiled and said, "I once lived in seclusion in the most prosperous eastern region of the 4 regions of the human race for a period of time. Seriously speaking, I'm actually very suited to the living environment of the human race." Hee hee, Bai Yan covered her mouth and laughed. "You like human brains very much, don't you?" As long as he didn't expose himself, he would be able to taste the freshest brains every day. With Silver Mask's ability as a mutated demon emperor, as long as the human race doesn't send out the top demon heroes, you will be invincible. You will be able to dominate the human world easily. Bai Yan had heard many demon emperors say that living in the demon metropolis was too restrictive and oppressive. Instead, it was better to have fun in the mortal world of the human world and taste the brains of the human race at any time. The brains of humans who had cultivated true qi were even more nutritious. However, after leaving the demon metropolis, you have to be careful in everything. The demon heroes of the human clan are the sworn enemies of our demon clan, and they have also given birth to many people with extraordinary means who can kill demon emperors. Hearing those words, Xiao Han suddenly felt nauseous. Talking to a demon about sucking the brains of humans? That indeed made Xiao Han's hair stand on end, and he felt uncomfortable. It's only right for us demons to suck the brains of humans. Demon Emperor Bai Yan, I guess the amount of brains you've sucked is no less than mine, right? Xiao Han said indifferently. However, the Demon Emperor Bai Yan shook his head slightly. Bai Yan has never sucked the brains of humans. What? Xiao Han's body shook violently. What's so strange about that? Bai Yan stared at Xiao Han with her eyes wide open. Silver Mask, as a demon, don't you know that we demons don't have to suck the brains of humans to survive? Although sucking the brains of humans can nourish the demon body, it will make us more and more violent. Bai Yan had survived on the heavenly wilderness demon fruit and the elixirs of the master since she was a child. Moreover, sucking the brains of humans is addictive. In the beginning, it was comfortable to occasionally suck the brains of 1 or 2 humans every day. However, as time went on, they became more and more addicted. Some demon emperors even had to suck the brains of tens of thousands of humans every day before they stopped. In fact, if we don't know how to restrain ourselves, it's not a good thing to hunt and kill in the human world. Many demon emperors died under the siege of the demon heroes of the human clan because they couldn't control their addiction. Was there such a thing? Demons could survive without sucking the brains of humans? Did they rely on the heavenly wilderness demon fruit? Oh, I'm really ignorant, Xiao Han hurriedly explained. I grew up in the wild and wandered in the mortal world of the human clan, living by sucking the brains of humans. I don't know these rules. It's okay. The demon emperor Bai Yan did not doubt him at all and continued to complain. After all, most demons will still suck the brains of humans. Although it's addictive, it's really beneficial for the demon body and the awakening of the demon meridians. For example, sucking the brains of humans with a high true chi realm can improve the quality of the demon body. Silver Mask, you should know this very well, right? I'm afraid you've eaten a lot of human true chi realm experts. Well, I eat them occasionally, Xiao Han bit the bullet and said. While the human and the demon were talking, they had already arrived in front of an elegant garden building. Xiao Han looked around and was immediately impressed. What a beautiful garden. The waterside pavilion in the pond was ingenious, colorful, lively, small and exquisite, and the scenery was beautiful. The manor, the parterre, the garden, the rockery, the lawn, it was beautiful, quiet, unique, peculiar, exquisite, simple, elegant. It was truly all-encompassing and beautiful beyond compare. Just by standing outside the garden, Xiao Han could appreciate the picturesque scenery in the garden. The scenery was pleasant, surrounded by green trees with lush branches and leaves. The green pines and cypresses blotted out the sky. Flowers were clustered around the rockery and grotesque rocks. Moreover, there were wisps of spiritual chi of heaven and earth rising in the garden. The red-crowned cranes presented the Ganoderma, and the white apes presented the longevity peaches. It was like a secluded place where a master lived in seclusion, or a paradise of immortals. There was also a medicinal fragrance rising into the sky from all parts of the garden, gathering together and forming a medicinal cloud. Red, orange, yellow, green, cyan, blue, purple, and so on. The medicinal fragrance almost had the effect of washing one's body. If the human true chi realm martial artists slightly absorbed and refined the medicinal cloud, they might be able to break through to the next realm. Of course, there was also a large amount of high-grade demonic aura in the garden. It seemed that there were countless great demons in the garden. The aura they emitted was as deep as the sea, extremely terrifying. Outside the garden, there were at least 100 high-level demon emperors guarding the gate. Xiao Han scanned the area with his demonic eye and saw that all of the demon emperor guards had awakened 99,999 demon meridians. They were the peak existences among the ordinary high-level demon emperors. They were just a little bit away from breaking through the shackles and mutating their bloodline. The demon emperor guards all had pious expressions on their faces. It was as if guarding Yan Lang's manor for them was an extremely honorable thing to do. Yan Lang is too arrogant and arrogant. Xiao Han couldn't help but sigh. Just the gatekeepers are peak high-level demon emperors with ordinary bloodlines. And there are more than 100 of them. They are even more powerful than the ancient giants in the demon world of the human race. Peak high-level demon emperors with ordinary bloodlines. Back then, Demon Emperor Qinglin could already summon the wind and rain in the 4 regions of the human race. He could massacre cities casually and bring disaster to the human race. However, Demon Emperor Qinglin had awakened less than 90,000 demon meridians. I can't compare to these peak high-level demon emperors. If it wasn't for the repeated fortuitous encounters in the grand ceremony, which caused my left demon monarch palm to mutate twice and embedded and refined many demon emperor crystals, I wouldn't have been able to kill Yan Lang even if I got close to him with my combat power when I just entered the demon metropolis. If these guards swarmed me, they would be able to kill me instantly. Xiao Han felt lucky. These peak high-level demon emperors with ordinary bloodlines are all Master's followers. They have good luck and are qualified to be gatekeepers for Master. In the future, Master might reward them with treasured medicines so that their bloodlines can soar, Bai Yan explained to Xiao Han with a smile. There are countless followers like them in the demon metropolis. With Master's order, countless peak high-level demon emperors with ordinary bloodlines will fight to be gatekeepers, plant flowers, and take care of all kinds of trivial things for Master. Master Yan Lang is really like the sun in the sky. Xiao Han was completely speechless. The people who were doing odd jobs in the garden were all peak high-level demon emperors with ordinary bloodlines. If I tell Sect Master, eldest senior brother Dongfang, and senior brother Fang Ling what I saw today, I'm afraid they will pass out from fear. Xiao Han sighed. Now, I finally understand why Yan Lang didn't hesitate to bear the infamy of being the greatest traitor of the human race to escape from the demon hero pagoda and seek refuge in the demon metropolis. It's said that because of physical problems, Yan Lang's true chi cultivation has been stuck at the expanding acupoint state all his life, and his true chi can't be turned into true talismans. Therefore his status in the human race can't be too high. Yes, his alchemy skills are indeed superb, but at best, he's regarded as an outstanding alchemist. That's all. However, after coming to the demon metropolis, it's different. He can command countless demons to serve him, and he can plant the power of faith in the treasured medicines, making him a supreme ruler in the eyes of many demons. The power that Yen Lang obtained in the demon metropolis couldn't be given to him in the human world. Soon, Bai Yen led Xiao Han into the gate of the manor. Bai Yen, Demon Emperor, you're back. Hundreds of peak-level demon emperors guarding the gate knelt on one knee and saluted. They were very respectful. Tisk, these peak-level demon emperors are no different from the servants in the human world. Xiao Han shook his head slightly. When these ordinary high-level demon emperors at the peak of the bloodline looked at Xiao Han, their eyes were filled with crazy jealousy. They all knew that this silver-masked demon emperor used to be a nobody. However, he had won Yen Lang's favor with his near-perfect performance during his birthday ceremony. Now Yen Lang personally received him and even sent his trusted subordinate, the mutated demon emperor Bai Yen, to welcome him. It was conceivable that the silver-masked demon emperor's future would be bright and boundless. They entered the manor. The area of the manor was very large, with winding paths leading to secluded places. Walking in and out of the manor, one seemed to be walking in a maze. As expected, inside the manor, there were a large number of peak-level demon emperors dressed in servants' clothes. They were either repairing the flowers, watering the flowers, wiping the door, or sweeping the fallen leaves. Some of the butler-like demon emperors had already reached the realm of mutated demon emperors. Xiao Han even saw an ultimate mutated demon emperor who had awakened 740,000 demon meridians was repairing a pavilion. It's amazing. Yen Lang can live in the demon metropolis and command so many big demons to be his servants. If I didn't come to the demon metropolis and come to Yen Lang's manor, I wouldn't have imagined it at all. I'm afraid that even the higher-ups of the Yaoxiao Pagoda and the Pagoda Master would never have imagined such a situation. Yen Lang's power is well known in the demon metropolis. Xiao Han couldn't help but be impressed. And the owner of this manor, Yen Lang, would be Xiao Han's target this time. How can I assassinate Yen Lang and then escape unscathed? Xiao Han's mentality gradually began to become subtle. Bai Yen led Xiao Han around the huge manor for a while. Finally, she brought Xiao Han to a colorful garden. In this garden, Xiao Han finally saw Yen Lang. He was the most shameful traitor in the history of the human race. Many of the most talented alchemists in the human world. All the higher-ups of the Yaoxiao Pagoda wanted to kill him as soon as possible. He was a terrifying existence who controlled the balance between the human race and the demon race in the human world with his own strength. He was a powerful figure in the demon metropolis. This time Xiao Han's target must be killed. He was also the only candidate to save Xiao Yunrong. Yen Lang. At this moment, in the garden, the fragrance of flowers was fragrant and the flowers were beautiful. All the plants and flowers in the garden were not plants of the demon world, but some of the plants that the human race liked to grow the most. Moreover, the layout of the entire garden was extremely graceful and ingenious. It was designed and built according to the specifications of a big family of the human race. A young man in a green shirt, with his back facing Xiao Han, was cutting flowers happily and contentedly. This young man didn't have the slightest demonic chi on him. Instead, he was full of jewelry and was enshrouded in gorgeous and charming true chi. His temperament was like that of a rich young master in the mortal world. He was also like a good young master who wandered the mortal world. Xiao Han stared at the elegant back view and his heart tightened slightly. At the same time, in this garden, there were a total of 39 big demons whose auras were like ancient demon gods. All of them were ultimate variant demon emperors who were not inferior to the demon emperors of the demon regions. At this moment, the auras of these 39 ultimate variant demon emperors had locked on to Xiao Han. There was obvious vigilance in their eyes. More than half of the ultimate variant demon emperors even showed obvious hostility and jealousy. One thing was for sure, as long as Xiao Han made the slightest abnormal move that was unfavorable to Yen Lang, he would immediately be surrounded and attacked by the 39 ultimate variant demon emperors. Master, Bai Yen has brought the silver-masked demon emperor here, Bai Yen said respectfully. Yen Lang slowly turned around and faced Xiao Han, so that Xiao Han could see his appearance clearly. He had a jade-like face and a dignified appearance. He looked extremely young, fair and tender. His eyes were as black as jewels. However, when he smiled slightly, there would be thin crow's feet at the corners of his eyes. Moreover, his gaze would occasionally become deep and profound, giving off a feeling of extreme old age. The appearance of a young man, the eyes of an old man. These two extremely contradictory things were actually neutralized by him, but they were also extremely harmonious. Silver-masked demon emperor, do you know that you are in a very dangerous situation now? You will almost certainly die. This was the first sentence that Yen Lang said to Xiao Han. To Xiao Han's utter surprise, Yen Lang's first sentence was actually this. Very dangerous situation? Definitely die? To be continued. Chapter 351. I'll definitely die? Xiao Han had never imagined that the first thing Yen Lang would say after meeting him was to threaten him. Xiao Han's expression changed slightly. However, he was wearing a silver mask, so Yen Lang could not see the change in Xiao Han's mentality. At this moment, Yen Lang's old and wise eyes were deeply immersed in Xiao Han's eye sockets as he carefully observed Xiao Han. At the same time, the 39 ultimate variant demon emperors guarding Yen Lang released a cold, demonic and violent aura that locked onto Xiao Han. Xiao Han felt as if he was in a nest of snakes. He was surrounded by countless venomous snakes, and he would be bitten if he was the slightest bit careless. However, Xiao Han had been through a lot and his heart was as firm as a rock. He forcefully suppressed his murderous intent towards Yen Lang and began to observe the legendary figure before him. Yen Lang exuded an air of arrogance that came from being in a high position for many years. His brows and eyes even exuded the air of a king that ruled over the world. In the depths of his eyes, there was a deep ambition and shrewdness. After a brief observation, Xiao Han knew that Yen Lang was not an easy person to deal with. Xiao Han could roughly tell that Yen Lang was at the expanding acupoint stage and had yet to refine his qi into a true talisman. However, Xiao Han could not tell how many times Yen Lang had expanded his acupoint. Yen Lang's qi was of extremely high quality. He must be an expert in the expanding acupoint stage of the human race. Of course, if his qi could not be refined into a true talisman, it would not be that high. However, what shocked Xiao Han the most was that around Yen Lang, in every inch of space, there were strange airflows surging at all times. These airflows could condense into a dense formation at any time. These large formations were ancient and profound. Xiao Han's scalp went numb when he scanned them with his mind. It turned out that there were thousands of such ancient formations around Yen Lang. Because of that, Yen Lang's figure was completely hidden within the countless spell formations. Furthermore, these spell formations contained the profound power of space. They circulated endlessly, and their trajectories were in accordance with the heavenly Taos of the universe. This made Xiao Han feel that even if Yen Lang was standing a few meters away from him, he would not be able to lock onto his true position. It was as if Yen Lang's real body was constantly wandering in many different spaces, flashing constantly and unpredictably. In this way, humans and demons would not be able to launch a sneak attack on Yen Lang. Xiao Han deeply understood that even if there were no ultimate mutation demon emperors eyeing him covetously, even if Yen Lang asked him to kill him, it would be impossible for him to assassinate him. Furthermore, Xiao Han discovered that the formations around Yen Lang's body were especially good at shielding demonic qi. Xiao Han subconsciously released strands of demonic qi, trying to seep into the formation. Not only did it fail, but the strands of demonic qi were also instantly disintegrated by a few of the formations. If I want to assassinate Yen Lang, I have to break through the formation around his body. Otherwise, I won't be able to kill his real body. However, these formations are extremely ancient, mysterious and powerful. Especially against demonic qi, they simply have a natural restraining effect. Now Xiao Han knew that to break through Yen Lang's protective formation, perhaps the powerful cultivators in the true qi realm had some ways to succeed, but it would be extremely difficult to use demonic power and demonic techniques. This formation was impregnable against demonic qi, and seemed to be the nemesis of the demons. No wonder Yen Lang can live safely in the demon metropolis. It turns out that he has a protective Dharma treasure, so he is not afraid of being assassinated by the demons at all. I'm afraid that even the great forces of the demons cannot break through these ancient formations. In other words, even if I use all kinds of demonic techniques, or even use the demon emperor's palm to attack, I won't be able to break through these formations. I can't shake them and I can't lock onto Yen Lang's real body. Unless I use my true qi to launch a fatal attack on Yen Lang. But my true qi realm is too low, so I definitely can't break through Yen Lang's defense in these formations. Unless I can reach the peak of the talisman transformation realm, or even the talisman formation realm, which is even stronger than the talisman transformation realm, and cultivate a peerless true qi divine technique, then I might be able to break through the formations around Yen Lang's body. To put it simply, the formation around Yen Lang's body was extremely effective against the demon clan. Most of the demon clan could not do anything to Yen Lang. However, if it was someone like Shangguan Wudi who had reached the level of true energy, he would definitely be able to break the formation and kill Yen Lang. Of course, it would also be difficult for Shangguan Wudi to kill Yen Lang, because Shangguan Wudi couldn't even enter Yen Lang's villa. As soon as he entered the demon metropolis, he would definitely be tortured and killed by thousands of demons. Moreover, Xiaohan could also see that these formations around Yanlang's body were definitely not made by Yanlang using his own true qi, nor could they be made by Yanlang's true qi divine technique. These formations with Yanlang's true qi cultivation were impossible to make. There were thousands of formations and Yanlang couldn't make any of them. Not to mention Yanlang, evenly Fan Ming who was in the talisman transformation realm, or even eldest senior brother Xiao Mingchu, or sect master Wu Luxia definitely didn't have the ability to make these formations. The spell formations were very ancient, and each one of them was engraved with runes that praised the immortals. These runes seemed to be able to constantly absorb and even devour the energy of space. They could even absorb some high-level energy from the universe. Each of the spell formations emitted an aura that seemed to be the ruler of the universe. They were distant, ancient, primordial, and unfathomable. These formations have a primordial charm. It seems that Yanlang also had a very fortuitous encounter. He must have a magic treasure with him, and these formations must have been made by this magic treasure. It's even possible that Yanlang refined some magic treasure in his body. Xiaohan continued to speculate. At this moment Yanlang spoke again. His attitude was very indifferent and he was happy and at ease. He was not afraid of Xiaohan's sneak attack at all. Instead he said proudly, "Silver Masked Demon Emperor, this is the first time you've seen me, right? Just now, you also used your demonic chi to test me. I think you also know that there is an ancient formation around my body to defend against the demon clan. Therefore, I'm not afraid of your sneak attack." "Well, I didn't mean to sneak attack you, master." Xiaohan hurriedly pretended to be courteous. "Ha ha ha." Yanlang laughed. "I've lived in the demon metropolis for tens of thousands of years. There have been many demon clan members who sneaked around me and tried to assassinate me, but they all failed. Before I came to the demon metropolis, I obtained a heaven-defying luck and found a treasure left by an immortal. I refined a great treasure in my body, and from then on, I'm not afraid of any sneak attack from the demon clan." Yanlang seemed to tell some of his secrets directly to Xiaohan, but in fact he was warning Xiaohan not to try to sneak attack him. This person was extremely meticulous. It turns out that you had a fortuitous encounter before entering the demon metropolis. No wonder the Tower Master of the Demon Hero Tower didn't tell me that Yanlang had a protective magic treasure. Oh no, it's even more difficult to assassinate Yanlang now. Xiaohan was secretly anxious. "Silver Masked Demon Emperor, if you have evil intentions and try to blaspheme the Master, you'll be instantly turned into ashes and die without a burial place." A bearded Ultimate Mutation Demon Emperor looked at Xiaohan ferociously, his demonic eyes glinting fiercely. The other Ultimate Mutation Demon Emperors also looked at Xiaohan fiercely. The atmosphere was at daggers drawn. Yanlang waved his hand, indicating that the Ultimate Mutation Demon Emperors should not be agitated. Then Yanlang narrowed his eyes and looked at Xiaohan. "Silver Masked Demon Emperor, you're in danger." Xiaohan deliberately exclaimed. "Master, what do you mean?" "Silver Masked Demon Emperor, your background must be very mysterious. You're a nobody and participated in my birthday ceremony. However, during the ceremony, you destroyed thousands of demon emperors and even killed a few Ultimate Mutation Demon Emperors. Moreover, you killed a city-destroying demon emperor and refined the city-destroying demon emperor crystal. This is too incredible." Yanlang's mouth curled up. "I've been in the demon metropolis for tens of thousands of years and created countless Ultimate Mutation Demon Emperors. I have a deep understanding of the demon clan. I've never seen someone who can refine the demon emperor crystal of another demon emperor and learn the natal demon technique of another demon emperor. Even your demon emperor can't steal the demon emperor crystal and natal demon technique of another demon clan in a short period of time." Hearing Yanlang's words, many thoughts flashed through Xiaohan's mind. By the way, I didn't have any chance to refine the demon Thearka's palm. It's all thanks to the demon egg that I managed to refine the demon Thearka's palm. Then, the quality of the demon Thearka's palm that was refined by the demon egg seems to have changed and is different from other demon Thearks. As a result, my demon Thearka's palm can refine any demon emperor crystal at will. Silver Masked Demon Emperor, you have a great treasure of the demon clan on you. You must have it. Yanlang's eyes suddenly lit up. Every word he said was sonorous and powerful. Xiaohan was stunned. "I'm a human, so I can't sense the secret treasure of the demon clan on you, but..." Yanlang looked at the Ultimate Mutation Demon Emperors and smiled confidently. "Did you sense it?" "Yes, Master. As soon as the Silver Masked Demon Emperor entered the villa, I felt that there was something on him that attracted me. Master, I felt it too. I'm sure that the Silver Masked Demon Emperor has a secret treasure of the demon clan on him. Master, you're really meticulous. We can all sense it. The ultimate mutation demon emperors spoke one after another. Moreover, they couldn't help but look at Xiao Han greedily. Xiao Han was like a white and tender lamb that had walked into a pack of wolves. Ah, it's a crime to be treasured. Yan Lang glanced at Xiao Han out of the corner of his eyes. There were many schemes and strategies in his eyes. Immediately after, Yan Lang sat down and picked up a cup of hot tea on the stone table. He seemed to be talking to himself. Silver Masked Demon Emperor, your performance in the grand ceremony, especially your refining of the alluring Demon Emperor crystal in a short period of time and perfectly controlling the natal demon hair of the alluring Demon Emperor, has been targeted by the 10 great emperors of the demon clan. Do you know that? Yan Lang raised his head to look at Xiao Han and emphasized. There are only 10 great emperors left in the demon clan today. However, all 10 great emperors have already targeted you at the same time. Is this a blessing or a curse? Ah, Master, this? Xiao Han pretended to be panic-stricken. Master, this. I'm just a small demon emperor wandering in the 4 regions of the human clan. Now I'm being coveted by the 10 great emperors of the demon clan. This. Xiao Han couldn't stop sneering in his heart. Yan Lang, you're constantly threatening me now. It seems that you've already started to plot against me. Alright, I'll see what tricks you're playing. Silver Masked Demon Emperor, do you know that the 10 great emperors have already made things difficult for me at the same time? They want me to hand you over to them. I've tried my best, but I still can't protect you. Yan Lang said pretentiously. Silver Masked Demon Emperor, you must be hiding a shocking secret. Your origin and background must not be simple. You can't be an ordinary demon emperor. However, these are not important. If you fall into the hands of any demon emperor, you'll be doomed eternally. Master, what should I do? Xiao Han asked in a trembling voice. Master, are you going to hand me over to those demon emperors? Sigh, I'm in a difficult position. Yan Lang held the initiative in this conversation, controlling the rhythm almost perfectly. He was a schemer, grasping the other party's mentality, and grasping the heat of the fire was very accurate. If Xiao Han was indeed a demon with a secret treasure, he would definitely have fallen into Yan Lang's rhythm. However, it was fortunate that Xiao Han was a human who sneaked into the demon metropolis and wanted to assassinate Yan Lang. Therefore, he was mentally prepared for the many dangerous consequences. Therefore, he wouldn't collapse immediately. Silver Masked Demon Emperor, to be honest, I admire you very much. However, the 10 great emperors are really not going to give me face this time. They've exerted great pressure on me and it's very difficult for me to protect you. However, I really can't bear to hand you over. I'm moved by your talent. Yan Lang said with a face full of pity. Master, save me. Xiao Han had to act until the end. As expected, Yan Lang's eyelids lifted slightly and he looked at Xiao Han. Forget it. Silver Masked Demon Emperor, it's not impossible for me to save you. The real show is coming. Xiao Han was well aware of it. However, at this moment, buzz, in Xiao Han's heart, there was a throbbing. Among the countless seals that sealed the demon egg, the 6th seal was actually loosening. There was a sign that it was about to break. Buzz, 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 the 6th seal was extremely thick. It was inscribed with countless ancient runes and had a powerful aura. However, at this moment, it was trembling non-stop. Oh no! Xiao Han was shocked and surprised. He didn't expect that in the demon metropolis, in such a dangerous and life-threatening situation, the 6th seal that was lingering around the demon egg would actually show signs of breaking. Moreover, Xiao Han soon understood that the 6th seal had sensed the ancient formations around Yan Lang's body. That was why it showed signs of breaking. Every seal that sealed the demon egg recorded the top cultivation technique of the human race. As for the 6th seal, there was also a cultivation technique recorded on it. Therefore, the 6th seal had sensed the ancient formations around Yan Lang's body and showed signs of breaking. In other words, the cultivation technique recorded on the 6th seal must be related to the ancient formations around Yan Lang's body. To be continued. Chapter 352. As his cultivation level and combat strength increased, his mind was tempered, and his horizons were broadened. Xiao Han was now more and more aware of his vitality. Xiao Han knew that he had unintentionally refined a demon egg into his heart and merged it with his soul. This demon egg must contain an extremely terrifying demon race origin energy. This demon clan origin energy even made many higher-ups of the Yaoxiao Pagoda hesitate. On the surface of this demon egg, there were endless seals that completely sealed the vitality of the eggshell, so that the demon clan origin energy wouldn't go berserk. Xiao Han could roughly guess what these seals were. These seals were probably set up by the supreme experts of the human race. The supreme experts of the human race set up a large number of seals to seal the supreme demon in the eggshell. However, these seals didn't have intelligence and would break when they were slightly stimulated. In fact, the breaking of each seal brought Xiao Han an excellent cultivation technique and a fortuitous encounter. The indestructible golden body, the seven-fragment saber art, the son of heaven's divine fist, and now the sixth seal was loosened. It was ready to move. It was about to break. In fact, wisps of hazy will had already been slowly transmitted from the seal into Xiao Han's mind. That was the profound meaning of martial arts. The trace of a divine technique. According to Xiao Han's experience, the cultivation technique recorded on the sixth seal was definitely much more powerful than the previous 5 seals. It was even more powerful than the immortal technique, 10,000 beast devouring technique. This meant that Xiao Han was about to obtain an ancient divine art. However, it wasn't the right time to break the seal. It couldn't be broken earlier or later, but it was broken in the hinterland of the demon race. It was broken in front of the cunning Yen Lang, and it was broken in front of the dozens of ultimate mutant demon emperors. He was courting death. There were traces of the human race's true chi on the seal. Once it was broken, the ultimate mutant demon emperors would smell it if he lost control. Moreover, Yen Lang was also at the true chi realm of the human race, so he was quite sensitive to true chi. Once the ultimate mutant demon emperors or Yen Lang discovered even a trace of true chi coming from Xiao Han's body, Xiao Han would die in the demon metropolis, and all his plans would be in vain. Don't break it. I don't care what kind of peerless and invincible Jin Chi technique it is. At this moment, this is my death warrant. Xiao Han's heart was completely stretched taut. He forcefully mobilized his willpower to guard his heart. The spirit turtle's true chi also firmly wrapped around the sixth seal that was on the verge of shattering. At this moment, it was as if Xiao Han was struggling with himself, his face and body covered in cold sweat. Thankfully, he was wearing a silver mask, which prevented Yen Lang and the other mutated demon emperors from seeing his twisted facial features. Moreover, Xiao Han's eyes were filled with confusion and pain, which made Yen Lang mistakenly think that Xiao Han had been shocked by his words just now. Ah! Silver-masked demon emperor, are you afraid? Yen Lang said leisurely with a confident expression. That's right. Any of the 10 great monarchs of the beast race can easily take you down. Not to mention the fact that 10 martial emperors were eyeing your treasures. Silver-masked demon emperor, it's a matter of life and death. It's all up to you. As soon as he finished speaking, Yen Lang also stared at Xiao Han with a meaningful look. Silver-masked demon emperor, there's only one way to save you. Master, please tell me. Xiao Han said weakly. Thankfully, Xiao Han's mind was stable, and his willpower had been tempered by numerous life and death situations. He was able to force himself to control the ripples of the sixth seal, and for the time being he was able to calm them down. The sixth seal was only half broken. Phew. Xiao Han secretly heaved a sigh of relief. At this moment, Yen Lang glanced at the ultimate mutated demon emperors and said indifferently, "You can leave first. Master this." Several ultimate mutated demon emperors looked at Xiao Han with malicious and vigilant eyes. It's okay. Even the great monarchs can't hurt me. The silver-masked demon emperor can't even locate my true body, Yen Lang said proudly. He waved his hand continuously. All of you leave. Yes, the 39 ultimate mutated demon emperors accepted the order respectfully and left the garden one by one. However, the green smoke demonic emperor looked hesitant. Her beautiful eyes involuntarily fell on Xiao Han as she muttered, "Master. Silver mask he, huh?" Yen Lang raised his eyebrows and his face became slightly gloomy. Bai Yen leave. This. Bai Yen gritted her teeth, but she didn't dare to disobey Yen Lang. Yes, master. Ha. Yen Lang narrowed his eyes, looking at Bai Yan's swaying figure and curvaceous figure, and said darkly, "Silver-masked demon emperor, you've indeed exceeded my expectations. I didn't expect Bai Yan to have such a subtle feeling for you. You should know that Bai Yan listens to everything I say." Interesting, what made Bai Yan's faith in me waver a little. Yen Lang's voice was extremely soft when he said the last sentence, but it was still heard by Xiao Han. "Silver-masked demon emperor, sit down," Yen Lang said to Xiao Han with a smile. "Yes, master." Xiao Han sat down at the stone table opposite Yen Lang. At this moment, Xiao Han had indeed obtained the opportunity to be alone with Yen Lang. In the garden there were only Xiao Han and Yen Lang. There were no other demons around them. Yen Lang himself was only at the vital energy expanding acupoint realm. This situation was exactly what Xiao Han wanted. Before coming to the demon metropolis, Xiao Han had been racking his brains to find an opportunity to meet Yen Lang alone. Now, it could be said that one could wear out iron shoes in fruitless searching only to find it by chance. Such an opportunity was right in front of them. However, when the opportunity was really placed in front of Xiao Han, he found that it was not the case at all. The space around Yen Lang was filled with the mysteries of the ancient formation, and the heavenly circulation was unpredictable, which made Xiao Han unable to make a move at all. What should I do? This heaven-sent opportunity is right in front of me, but I don't even have 10% confidence to kill Yen Lang. In that case, it's even more impossible for me to get the chance to kill him in the future. Xiao Han was slightly flustered. Silver Masked Demon Emperor, I'd like to have an honest talk with you now. Yen Lang smiled and said confidently, this concerns your life and death. I hope that you won't play any tricks on me. Do you understand what I mean? Yes, master. Please enlighten me, master. Xiao Han pretended to be humble. Suddenly, Yen Lang raised his voice and said in a cold tone. Silver Masked Demon Emperor. Now, the only way for you to survive in the demon metropolis is to work with me and carry out a plan that I've been planning for 10,000 years. Otherwise, you'll definitely be divided up by the 10 demon emperors. Cut up alive. At this moment, Yen Lang's attitude also became tough. Work with me? Carry out a plan that I've been planning for 10,000 years? Xiao Han was full of doubts. Yes, Yen Lang said seriously. To be honest, Silver Masked Demon Emperor, the secret you have is too important, which makes the 10 demon emperors drool. If you just work with me, I still can't protect you. You should know that I have many demon emperors under me, but I won't offend any demon emperor for any demon emperor. Let me put it this way, if my demon emperor violates the taboo of the demon metropolis, and the demon emperor forces me to hand over the demon emperor who committed the crime, I won't refuse. Hearing this, Xiao Han nodded slightly. Silver Masked Demon Emperor, now I'll give you a great opportunity. Suddenly Yen Lang changed the topic and said strangely. This opportunity is a great plan that I've been planning for 10,000 years. At this moment, Yen Lang's eyes were filled with wild ambition and a desire for revenge. Even his breathing became heavy. I can't do it myself. What plan? Xiao Han couldn't help but be shocked and blurted out. One had to know that Xiao Han could tell from his appearance that this Yen Lang was an ambitious and ruthless person with a heart as dangerous as mountains and rivers, and a shrewd mind. He didn't hesitate to escape from the human race to the demon clan and bear the infamy of 10,000 years. Then he plotted with a tiger in the demon metropolis. Those were not simple things. Ordinary people wouldn't do such a heaven-defying thing like him. That showed how powerful he was. However, what kind of plan could make such an ambitious person lose control of his emotions and change his expression? Yen Lang didn't immediately answer Xiao Han's words, but closed his eyes deeply and raised his head slightly. His face fluctuated slightly, and after dozens of breaths, he murmured. For tens of thousands of years, I've devoted myself to developing various treasured medicines in the demon metropolis. Now, I can easily refine the peerless medicine that can make ordinary demon emperor bloodline creatures evolve into mutated demon emperors. Yen Lang suddenly opened his eyes, which were sharp and overbearing, as if they could see through everything. You should know that the bloodline genes of the demon clan are destined. It's already heaven-defying for me to be able to mutate ordinary bloodlines. It's unprecedented, and there won't be anyone like me in the future. Not only in this human world but even in countless human worlds, it's impossible for there to be a genius like me. After pausing for a while, Yen Lang slowly tapped his fingers on the stone table. However, making ordinary demon emperors evolve into mutated demon emperors is no longer challenging for me now. It can even be said that as early as 10,000 years ago, I had already mastered the refinement of this kind of medicine. Now, for me, creating a demon emperor is the most interesting thing. Yen Lang's eyes became scorching again. Creating a demon emperor. If I can make a mutated demon emperor advance one step further and become a demon emperor, then I'll become a legendary alchemist in the entire universe. Creating a demon emperor? Xiao Han was shocked and angry when he heard this. Back in the Demon Hero Pagoda, the Pagoda Master had told Xiao Han that Yen Lang was developing a peerless medicine that could create a demon emperor. Once this medicine was successful, it would completely break the balance between the human race and the demon race in this human world. At that time, the demon race would definitely launch an all-out attack on the territory of the human race. Countless human beings would be enslaved, slaughtered, and devoured by the demon race. Mountains of corpses and seas of bones, rivers of blood, bloody brutality, and chaos in the heavenly Tao. In the end, the human race would be destroyed, and the human world would become a paradise for the demon race. Damn it. As a human, this Yen Lang is really doing something that could cause the extinction of the human race. It's intolerable. Xiao Han gritted his teeth and cursed in his heart. The bloodline of the demon race is innate. Especially the great emperor of the monster race. He is the leader of the monster race. Yen Lang said with a ruddy face. Creating a demon emperor? Ah. It's unbelievable. It's almost going against the heavenly Tao. Who can do it? No one. No one can go against the heavenly Tao. But I, Yen Lang, can. Yen Lang abruptly stood up and almost roared. Silver-masked demon emperor, I already have 20% confidence to evolve a mutated demon emperor into a demon emperor. Only 20% confidence? Hearing this, Xiao Han felt relieved. Yes, 20% confidence is almost equal to failure. However, if you give me a powerful mutated demon emperor, I'll have 80% confidence. Yen Lang said with a trembling voice. Following that, he looked at Xiao Han with an almost perverted and passionate gaze. Listen, I need a powerful mutated demon emperor, a mutated demon emperor with great potential. As long as I can evolve this mutated demon emperor into a demon emperor, and extract its blood, I'll be able to refine this heaven-defying medicine in batches, and create a demon emperor out of thin air. Ah. 1, 2, 10, 100. Ah. At that time, the number of demon emperors in the human world will skyrocket. Ah. This? Xiao Han finally understood. Master, do you mean? I'm the powerful mutated demon emperor with great potential? You are going to use me to test the medicine? To be continued. Chapter 353. Creating a demon sovereign out of thin air. Yen Lang's earth-shattering plan had indeed stunned Xiao Han. It could be predicted that if Yen Lang really succeeded in developing the treasure medicine to create a demon sovereign, once it was produced in batches, the human world and the human clan would be doomed. The demon hero tower, which was known to never fall, would also be completely destroyed by the demon clan. As a human and a hot-blooded young man, Xiao Han subconsciously did not want such a thing to happen. Master, this. Xiao Han pretended to be doubtful. Master, the great sovereign of our demon clan is comparable to the demon heroes of the human clan. Even his killing methods and combat power are superior to ordinary great sovereigns of the human clan. I know that every single one of the human race's great figures throughout the ages is a heaven-defying genius. They have great opportunities, great luck, and great wisdom. Not a single one of them can be lacking. Only then can they cultivate to fruition. Now, Master, you can create a demon sovereign that is comparable to or even surpasses the demon heroes of the human clan with just the treasure medicine. This is really unbelievable, unbelievable. Humph. Faced with Xiao Han's doubt, Yen Lang immediately looked displeased. Silver-masked demon emperor, you're just short-sighted. I, Yen Lang, have worked hard in the demon metropolis and have benefited countless demon emperor-level creatures with ordinary bloodlines. Tens of thousands of years ago, the demon clan had been repeatedly defeated and was almost completely exterminated by the human clan. It was I who forcefully created the mutated demon emperors with my own strength. Only then did the situation between the demon clan and the human clan return to a balanced situation, and you were not destroyed. I was born for miracles. I'm born to be useful. My actions are not something that a little demon emperor like you can judge recklessly. Yen Lang's conceit had also reached an extreme. When he spoke, his eyes were full of disdain and arrogance. Yes, great master, it was a slip of the tongue. Xiao Han pretended to apologize carefully while cursing Yen Lang in his heart. Silver-masked demon emperor, to tell you the truth, I've already refined the treasure medicine to create a demon sovereign. However, the most important part is still missing. We're still missing one of the main ingredients. Yen Lang's eyes shone brightly as he looked at Xiao Han with an almost greedy gaze. Silver-masked demon emperor, take this elixir. Once you successfully evolve into a demon the Arch, I will release your demon blood and refine it into the elixir. Then it will be a success. The precious medicine would be flawless. In that case, even mutated demon monarchs with mediocre talent and potential will have a high chance of becoming martial emperors without having to worry about their bodies exploding. Is that so? Xiao Han said in a low voice. But what if I am unable to evolve into a demon the Arch after consuming this elixir? Explode and die, vanishing into thin air, Yanlang said indifferently. As a matter of fact, I have to select the mutated demon emperor with the highest potential for my plan to succeed. Prior to this, he had also received the support of some demonic monarchs and selected many mutated demonic monarchs for experimentation. However, the aptitudes and potentials of those mutated demon emperors were too poor, and the experiments all failed. As for the mutated demon emperors who are conducting the experiments, Xiao Han frowned. The experiment failed, so they naturally all died. The efficacy of the elixir melted in their bodies, and they couldn't absorb it, so their bodies exploded instantly, Yanlang said matter-of-factly. In that case, are you trying to use my life to refine this elixir? Xiao Han asked angrily. Once the experiment fails, I will immediately die. Silver Masked Demon Emperor, don't be so noisy. Yanlang's eyes were extremely cold as he said disdainfully. Silver Masked Demon Emperor, you are now in a desperate situation and are in danger. If you are unwilling to cooperate with me, you will die in the blink of an eye. You have no other choice. After pausing for a while, Yanlang's tone softened a little. However, Silver Masked Demon Emperor, you don't have to be too afraid. You are very likely to become the first demon to evolve into a demon the Arch after consuming the elixir in the countless planes of the universe. Perhaps you will personally witness the greatest miracle in the history of the demon race. Your potential is very high, and you are unparalleled among the demon emperors that I have seen. No one can compete with you. You are the most suitable candidate. You know Demon Monarch Fatally Beautiful. He died in your hands, and even his Demon Emperor crystal was snatched and refined by you. Originally, I was going to choose the devastatingly demonic emperor as the subject of my experiment and grant it this opportunity. Unexpectedly, the devastatingly demonic emperor was stubborn and refused to give in. In the end, I was forced to punish it. Nonsense. Opportunity? What a joke. Once I cooperate with you and try that elixir, I will probably explode and die. Qingqing Demon Emperor is not a fool. Why would he seek his own death? Xiao Han sneered in his heart. Master, why do you have to choose me? You also have a large number of mutated demon emperors under your command. Besides, there are countless mutated demon emperors in the entire demon metropolis. If you randomly choose some with higher potential and stronger demonic power than me, the probability of success may be higher, Xiao Han said. No. Higher demonic power doesn't mean that his potential is higher than yours. Yanlang shook his head. I have already said that Silver Masked Demon Emperor, you are the one with the most potential among the mutated demon emperors that I have seen in the past tens of thousands of years. Your potential is even better than Qingqing Demon Emperor, who is known as the strongest ultimate variant demon emperor in the demon metropolis. If all my experiments on you end in failure, then this plan of mine can only be put on hold. Silver Masked Demon Emperor, I value you. I hope you won't disappoint me. You should also know that it is impossible for you to become an emperor. No matter how high your potential is, at best, you can only become the most powerful ultimate variant demon emperor and replace the position of glamorous demon emperor. However, because of the bloodline gene, you will stop at the realm of ultimate variant demon emperor. However, now that I have given you an opportunity to become an emperor, why are you still rejecting it? The status of the demon emperor is even higher than that of the human powerhouses and is comparable to that of the human immortals. After you become an emperor, you will not perish even if the world is destroyed, and you will not die even if the sun and moon decay. You will be above all demons and even set the rules between heaven and earth. Demonic power is boundless and runs across the universe. Don't you have such ambition? As he spoke, Yanlang snorted and sneered. Besides, because I have failed too many times, those demon emperors are no longer willing to let me try the treasured medicine on the mutant demon emperors with potential. Seriously speaking, the potential of the mutant demon emperors that I have cultivated is definitely not as good as that of the mutant demon emperors who are born with supreme bloodlines. Silver Masked Demon Emperor, you are my only choice. Now you are my only choice. Ha ha ha. Xiao Han laughed at himself. Master, it seems that I have no other choice. Ha. Yanlang looked at Xiao Han with a mocking look. You have a choice. I have said that if you insist on refusing Silver Masked Demon Emperor, I will hand you over to any demon emperor to deal with. However, I can be sure that the means of those demon emperors are more than 100 times more bloody and cruel than mine. Your ending will be more than 100 times worse than Qingqing Demon Emperor. Silver Masked Demon Emperor, at least I am not interested in the secret treasure of the demon clan that you have. It is impossible for me to get my hands on it. If you cooperate with me, you will at least be able to take a gamble. If you succeed, you will have a meteoric rise. Potential is potential, but if I don't use it, then this potential is just bullsh*t to me. Yanlang laughed mockingly. Silver Masked Demon Emperor, I hope you are not so stupid to think that I dare not hand you over to the Demon Emperor. I have lived in the demon metropolis for tens of thousands of years. What haven't I experienced? Now, apart from the research and development of this treasure medicine, I don't care about anything else. Master, let me think about it. Xiaohan frowned deeply. Of course, he knew that Yanlang was definitely a person who would do anything to achieve his goals. He was ambitious and ruthless. If he didn't agree to his request, he was afraid that there would be a lot of trouble. I will give you the time of 100 breaths, Yanlang said coldly. After 100 breaths, if I don't get the result I want, then there will be a demon emperor who will come to my villa and take you away. Xiaohan pondered and thought quickly, since things have come to this, I can only pretend to be polite and agree to it for the time being. Otherwise, if I fall into the hands of the demon emperors, it will definitely end badly. Moreover, my purpose of coming to the demon metropolis is to assassinate Yanlang. Therefore, I have to stay by his side and look for opportunities. Treasure medicine? Previously, I have also tried the treasure medicine that Yanlang refined. The left arm of the demon emperor can decompose the components of the treasure medicine, calcine and refine the impurities. Even the power of faith hidden deep in the treasure medicine can be refined into nothingness, so it won't harm me. Therefore, even if Yanlang makes me take the treasure medicine that was used to create the demon emperor, I'm afraid it won't hurt me. After thinking for a while, Xiaohan finally nodded slightly and shrugged. Master, I agree. In the human race there is a saying. A wise man submits to circumstances. Now this saying can be applied to you, Silver Masked Demon Emperor. Good. You've made the best choice in your life. Immediately Yanlang, whose face was filled with fog and whose expression was cold and sinister, was now beaming with joy. His attitude towards Xiaohan also became unusually amiable. He even stood up and pretended to pat Xiaohan's shoulder intimately. Silver Masked Demon Emperor, don't worry. Since you have already agreed to cooperate with me, you will become my most favored demon emperor and my confidant. In fact, those demon emperors also hope that I can refine the heaven-defying treasure medicine that can create the demon emperor. Therefore they won't touch you. In that case, let's test your demonic power first. Yanlang hurriedly took out a medium-sized crystal ball from the storage ring on his finger. The crystal ball was transparent and looked ordinary. Silver Masked Demon Emperor, inject your demonic power into the crystal ball. This will allow me to understand the realm of your demonic power. Yanlang seemed to be eager. Yanlang placed the crystal ball on the stone table and looked at Xiaohan expectantly. Xiaohan was stunned for a moment and then carefully placed his left hand on the crystal ball. The palm of the left arm demon emperor moved slightly, and traces of demonic aura seeped into the crystal ball. Whoosh, 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 suddenly rays of dazzling light appeared in the transparent crystal ball. They intertwined with each other, the clouds were steaming and the mist was rolling. It was a spectacular sight. 599999 demonic meridians have been awakened in your demonic body. The quality of your demonic power is extremely high. It's at the peak of the double mutated realm. Yanlang scanned the crystal ball with his mind and knew the situation of Xiaohan's demonic power like the back of his hand. What you need to do now is to awaken the 600,000th demonic meridian and reach the ultimate mutated realm. Yanlang smiled and put the crystal ball away. As long as you break through the 600,000th demonic meridian, Silver Masked Demon Emperor, you will be unstoppable, and your demonic meridians will be opened crazily. You probably know that the 600,000th demonic meridian is the threshold of the ultimate mutated demon emperor. It's a huge chasm. You might be able to awaken this demonic meridian tomorrow, or you might not be able to in your entire life. However, it doesn't matter. I can give you some elixirs to nourish your demonic body and help you awaken the 600,000th demonic meridian. Right now, Yanlang's attitude towards Xiaohan was like a completely different person. It was as if he had completely treated Xiaohan as his trusted aide. Can this guy really help my left demon emperor palm to awaken the 600,000th demonic meridian? Xiaohan's heart was slightly moved. At this moment, Xiaohan saw Yanlang's satisfied expression and finally could not help but blurt out. Master, I have a question that has been unanswered. I'm eager to know the answer, but I don't know if I should ask or not. It's okay. Yanlang laughed heartily. If you have any questions, Silver Mask, feel free to ask. I don't mind answering your questions. Master, you're a human, not a demon. Why did you betray the human race and join the demon metropolis? Moreover, once the elixir that you're developing is successful, you'll create a large number of demon emperors. By then, the demon race will definitely invade the human world and carry out a brutal massacre. We'll completely destroy the human race in this world, and the demon race will dominate. Master, do you really have the heart to see this happen? Xiao Han stared at Yen Lang. Chapter 354. Xiao Han was very interested in the eternal mystery of Yen Lang's betrayal of the human clan. Back then, the demon hero pagoda master did not tell Xiao Han the real reason for Yen Lang's betrayal. In other words, he was vague about it. Now that Xiao Han had finally met Yen Lang, how could he not ask about it? Oh. An extremely complicated expression flashed across Yen Lang's aged eyes when he heard this. His expression had also completely darkened. His eyes were misty and flickering, and he seemed to be in a trance. The corners of his mouth would occasionally curl into a smile, and at other times, he would reveal a ferocious expression. He seemed to have sunk into a long and distant memory. It seems that the reason for Yen Lang's betrayal of the human clan is very complicated. Xiao Han's heart tightened. The atmosphere became very subtle. Yen Lang did not say a word. He raised his head slightly and his deep eyes seemed to see through the void, looking at another world. Xiao Han stared at Yen Lang with an itchy heart, eager to know the answer. Neither of them spoke, after a long time. Silver-masked demon emperor, you're very curious. Suddenly Yen Lang's eyes flashed with a trace of hostility. An extremely cruel and painful expression alternated in his eyes. He seemed to be in a state of suffering and struggle in his heart. However, this state soon disappeared without a trace. He sneered. Silver-masked demon emperor, remember, even your demon clan's great emperor can't directly ask me this question. I really don't like you demons to explore my privacy. Don't do it again, understand? This. Xiao Han cursed in his heart. However, he said submissively. Yes, yes, master, I understand. Yen Lang closed his eyes slightly, showing a trace of fatigue. He slowly rubbed his temples with his hands and suddenly said, Forget it, forget it. Silver Mask, you really don't know the rules, but, for tens of thousands of years, no demon has ever dared to ask me this question. Since you've asked, I don't mind telling you a little. Xiao Han held his breath. Yes, I'm a human and I'm also a demon hero. Yen Lang opened his eyes again. When I was young, I was also full of vigor. I wanted to become a demon hero, kill demons and save the world. My martial arts talent was not bad. Moreover, I am naturally good at alchemy. In that year's Hex tryouts, Yen Lang's eyes flickered as he recalled. I won just as I had hoped. I'd become the vigilante. At that time, I was overjoyed. He was in high spirits. Moreover, because I have alchemy skills, I am also nurtured by the Wuxia Pagoda. Flushed with success, young hero flushed with success, ha. After that, I cultivated true qi and easily expanded my acupoints. However, when I was about to expand my acupoint for the 10th time and was preparing to transform my jinqi into a true talisman in one go, I actually failed. Furthermore, my body seems to have been cursed by some mysterious power. With all my jinqi, I have no chance of turning it into a talisman. Yen Lang's voice became agitated. Silver Mask, do you know how old I was when I completed 10 acupoints expansion? Only 41 years old. Reaching the pinnacle of Dan 6 at the age of 41, opening 60 acupoints in his body and expanding them 10 times. He was indeed a genius. A genius among geniuses. Xiao Han did not speak, but he was also impressed in his heart. This was because Xiao Han also knew that on the vigilante ranking, there were thousands of vigilantes who had reached the expanded acupoint realm. However, their ages were basically more than 100 years old, and there were even those who were a few hundred years old or even 1,000 years old. However, to be able to reach the pinnacle of the expanded acupoint realm at the age of 41, this was definitely a rare genius. Even I, who have had many fortuitous encounters, am not completely confident that I can expand my acupoints 10 times before the age of 40. Xiao Han conservatively estimated. Of course, Xiao Han also knew that the reason why Yen Lang's cultivation speed was so fast must have something to do with his alchemy skills. He must have eaten a lot of supreme-grade pills. I originally thought that transforming my jinqi into a true talisman was something that would happen naturally. Furthermore, I estimated that I would be able to reach the talisman formation realm before the age of 100. I also thought that I could become an immortal. I've sworn that one day I'll have a place in the Wuxia Pagoda. At the very least, I'll become an elder. That's for sure. Yen Lang's eyes revealed an indescribable ambition. Xiao Han almost choked on his words. Arrogant, this person was simply too arrogant. True Qi 6th stage. Expanded Acupoint Realm, True Qi 7th stage. Talisman Formation Realm, True Qi 8th stage. Talisman Formation Realm. Between every realm was a ravine that separated the heavens and man forever. To cross this ravine was simply a heaven-defying act. In the human world, there were as many martial artists that cultivated true qi as the eternal sands and as many as the carps in the river. The Yaoxia were the best among the human martial artists, the elites of the elites. The number of Yaoxia in the human world had always been controlled at around 5 million. Then, among the 5 million Yaoxia, how many of them were in the expanded Acupoint realm? Only a few thousand. And how many of them were in the Talisman Formation realm? As for the Talisman Formation realm, only a few hundred people could reach it. Furthermore, those who could reach the Talisman Formation realm were all powerhouses throughout the ages, and all of them were old antiques with long lifespans. Yen Lang actually wanted to reach the Talisman Formation realm before the age of 100. True Qi 8th stage. Furthermore, he was full of confidence that he would definitely become an immortal. He would definitely become an elder of the Yaoxia Pagoda. This, too arrogant, too conceited, too ambitious. Suddenly Yen Lang's face became ferocious, and his eyes were filled with unwillingness and anger. However, after I expanded my acupoints 10 times, I still couldn't form a talisman. Furthermore, it would be difficult for my true qi cultivation to advance even an inch in this lifetime. Roar! I had such great ambitions, my heart was higher than the sky, and I had always looked down on others. I was a cut above others and I considered everyone beneath me. Yet, I actually couldn't form a talisman. This was simply the biggest joke in the world. Utter humiliation. Xiao Han's heart also began to understand. That's right, for such an arrogant and conceited fellow, it was indeed difficult to accept that the future that he had designed for himself was actually shattered in an instant. Ah! At that time, too many people laughed at me, too many people hit me when I was down. Silver Mask, even now, I can still see their eyes. It was as if they were looking at a wild dog that was abandoned by fate. Furthermore, the funniest thing was that there were some idiots that even pretended to comfort me. Since when did I, Yen Lang, need the comfort of those mediocre people? Yen Lang's face kept twitching. Later, that group of damned old fools from the Yaoxia Pagoda no longer valued me. They even let me stay in the elixir room of the Yaoxia Pagoda and specialize in alchemy. Furthermore, they also told me that I could never be an elder in this lifetime. I could only be an alchemist. Ah! Yen Lang was a genius, but I could only be an alchemist? Ah! What a joke. What a huge joke. Yen Lang laughed maniacally, his mind unruly. I've had enough. From that day onwards, I swore that I would definitely make those fellows who laughed at me pay the price. Of course, later on, I discovered another huge secret. Yen Lang's eyebrows twitched a few times. It turned out that my alchemy skills were more suitable for the demon clan. I secretly captured a few low-level demon emperors and concentrated on experimenting. I discovered that I could actually evolve the genes of ordinary demon emperors. Ah! Later on, I was obsessed with studying the genes of the demon clan's bloodline. I wandered the world and found some ancient prescriptions. And, finally, I came to the demon metropolis. I gained respect and worship here. No demon clan dares to laugh at me. Even most of the demon emperors attach great importance to me. Yen Lang regained his calm expression and looked at Xiao Han with a smile. Silver Mask, once my experiment on you is successful and you evolve into a demon emperor, then my position in the demon clan will be on par with the 10 great emperors. After pausing for a moment, his eyes burst out with incomparable greed. He lowered his voice. No. Seriously speaking, at that time, my position will be higher than the 10 great emperors. I will become the demon clan lord of this plane. I will become the demon god in the legends. The god of 10,000 demons. At that time, I will return to the human world and return to the Yaoxia Pagoda. I want those fellows to kneel in front of me one by one and beg me bitterly. Ah! Those fellows who laughed at me. Ah! I will be back soon. Ah! Yen Lang let out a perverted laugh. You! Yen Lang stretched out his right index finger and pointed at Xiao Han. You will be the key to my rise and become the lord of this world. I hope you won't let me down. The third level of the demon metropolis. The third level of the demon metropolis was extremely mysterious, as if it was in another space. In a misty space, there was extremely high-quality demon aura everywhere. Traces of demon mist and red clouds lingered, and evil demon talismans bloomed everywhere. A demon palace that seemed to be refined from 5-colored divine jade stood at the center of this misty space with a translucent, glittering brilliance. This demon palace was engraved with countless ancient demon clan characters. Some were shaped like dragons and phoenixes, and some were similar to black tortoises and cheilants. All of them emitted a kind of ancient aura. In the palace, there were a total of 10 demon clan great emperors that looked like ancient gods. They were the most tyrannical leaders of the demon clan in this human world, known as the 10 great emperors of the demon clan. Above the heads of the 10 great emperors of the demon clan, there were wriggling demonic clouds. Each demonic cloud seemed to be inhabited by ancient evil spirits that were brewing the power to destroy the world. The power of rules was about to descend, shatter the rivers and mountains, and kill everything. The 10 great emperors of the demon clan were all powerful and almost godlike existences. They had the ability to destroy mountains and rivers with a flick of their fingers, and destroy the sun, moon, and stars with a single glance. They were invincible in the 3,000 great worlds. At this moment they were also having an intense conversation. Okay, let's talk calmly now. This is no trivial matter. What do you think? This matter has nothing to do with Master Yen Lang. That silver-masked demon emperor was able to refine the beautiful demon emperor crystal and steal the demon emperor's natal demon technique in an extremely short period of time. This is a big deal. What do you think? A rumbling voice sounded. The mountains and rivers shook and every inch of the space was trembling. Seriously, even we can't perfectly refine a piece of demon emperor crystal in such a short period of time. Of course, we can also steal the demon emperor's natal demon technique, but it will take some time and a lot of demonic power. We even need to perform a ritual on the altar to complete it. However, the silver-masked demon emperor performed perfectly in this aspect and was impeccable. In other words, this guy might have a shocking secret treasure with him. Yes, it's very likely to be an ancient demonic treasure. It might even be a treasure that was left behind from the demon realm above. This empress has recalled it now. One of the great emperors who was in charge of hosting Master Yen Lang's birthday ceremony, said coldly and seriously, "I was invited by Master Yen Lang to host the ceremony. Therefore, I still have an impression of the silver-masked demon emperor. Now that I think about it carefully, I found even more shocking clues. Tell me about it." When the silver-masked demon emperor first entered the ceremony, he was only a demon emperor with an ordinary bloodline. The great emperor said unhurriedly. As he spoke, he was deep in thought. He was like a top chess player who had finished a game of chess and was reviewing the game, thinking about the meaning of each move. Yes, that's right. It was the demonic power of an ordinary demon emperor. Then he entered the death test field. In the death test field there was a human demon hero, Shangguan Wudi. After the silver-masked demon emperor ended the death test field, Shangguan Wudi went missing. However, his demonic power increased by leaps and bounds and reached the peak of a double-mutated demon emperor. Then he killed thousands of ordinary demon emperors and 7 mutated demon emperors. No, including the glamorous demon emperor, the silver-masked demon emperor killed a total of 8 mutated demon emperors. When I was alone with him, I really felt that there was something on him that attracted me. It should be a secret treasure. At that time I almost couldn't control myself. From the demonic power of an ordinary demon emperor to the peak of a double-mutated demon emperor. There's something strange about this guy. It's not a trivial matter. Now, I suggest that, regardless of whether you support Master Yen Lang or oppose him, let go of your prejudice. We must capture the silver-masked demon emperor and study him. I'll explain to Master Yen Lang personally. All in all, bring the silver-masked demon emperor back at all costs so that we can study him together. Yes, I have a hunch that the demonic treasure on the silver-masked demon emperor is very important. It might affect the situation between the human race and the demon race in this realm. For tens of thousands of years, we've never offended Master Yen Lang and have always treated him like a distinguished guest. However, this time, I'm afraid we might have to offend Master Yen Lang again. However, it should be worth it. We must capture the silver-masked demon emperor. Let's do it this way. Let me communicate with Master Yen Lang using my demonic consciousness first. At the same time, send a few ultimate mutated demon emperors into Master Yen Lang's villa and directly capture the silver-masked demon emperor. Alright. Capture him directly. Force him to reveal the secret. Chapter 355. In the garden of Yen Lang's villa. Yen Lang used an almost hysterical attitude and almost roared as he told Xiao Han some of the reasons why he betrayed the Yaoxiao Pagoda and sought refuge in the demon metropolis. He had so much unwillingness, so much resentment, so much ambition. Xiao Han also understood that Yen Lang's conceit had reached a morbid level. He was blinded by greed and would rather be the head of a dog than the tail of a phoenix. Moreover, his ambition was extremely inflated, and he even wanted to be the master of this world and dominate both the human and demon worlds. Xiao Han's heart was filled with shock. If it was any other person with such ambition, Xiao Han would definitely scoff at it and even ridicule it in front of him. But facing Yen Lang, Xiao Han only felt shock. Because Yen Lang had the foundation and opportunity to realize this ambition. He wanted to create a demon emperor. Once he succeeded, the consequences would be unimaginable. One must know that the elixirs refined by Yen Lang contained a terrifying power of faith. Once they consumed this elixir, they would be completely brainwashed, lose their original heart, and become loyal to Yen Lang and become a believer. Therefore, all the demon emperors who consumed the elixir refined by Yen Lang and underwent a bloodline ascension and mutation would all become Yen Lang's puppets without exception. They did not believe in demon emperors, nor did they worship demon gods. They only respected Yen Lang and listened to his orders. It was no exaggeration to say that Yen Lang already had his own private army in the demon metropolis. However, he still lacked a demon emperor to hold the fort. In other words, as long as Yen Lang's plan to create a demon the Arch was successful, he would have a demon the Arch army. When the number of demon the Arch armies increased to a certain extent, Yen Lang would definitely launch an attack on the human world. He would conquer the Yaoxiao Pagoda and wipe away his previous humiliation. The entire human race would be on the verge of extinction. His ambition was too great. He wanted to be the master of this world and dominate it. This was the nature of a dictator. How is it? Yen Lang looked at Xiao Han with an extremely proud smile. Silver Mask's plan can be said to be great. You have now become the most crucial part of my plan. Do you feel honored? Xiao Han was very speechless. Honored? Yes, I am indeed deeply honored. Ah, Silver Mask, don't worry. If the experiment succeeds, you will be the first demon emperor I create. You are the most powerful. In the future, every demonic the Arch that is created must use your noble demonic blood as a guide. You will become their leader. When the time comes, Silver Mask Demon the Arch, you will lead the Demon the Arch army to conquer the human race and destroy the Demon Hero Pagoda. Wouldn't that be great? Ah. Yen Lang's eyes became dreamy and blurry. Silver Mask, think about it. When we rush into the Devil Hero Pagoda and trample on the lives of the Devil Heroes, how happy would it be to ravage them? What elder, what pagoda master, they are all prisoners. We can kill them whenever we want, we can destroy them whenever we want. Ah. Silver Mask, do you want to suck the brains of the Hero Tower Master? Ah. Don't you think it's crazy? The Pagoda Master is known as the leader of the human race in the human world, the strongest human. If you can suck his brain, you will become a legend. The more Yen Lang spoke, the crazier he became. He had already sunk into extreme reverie, deeply intoxicated and addicted. Suddenly, the storage ring on his finger flashed, and a huge white elixir was placed in the palm of his right hand. Yen Lang put his right hand in front of Xiao Han and said impatiently, Silver Mask, the medicinal power contained in this elixir is extraordinary. Moreover, it is supplemented with a variety of nourishing medicines. After taking it, it will definitely not harm your potential. With this elixir to nourish your demon body, you may step into the ranks of the ultimate variant demon emperor. Now I will give this elixir to you. It took me hundreds of years to successfully refine this elixir. It is many times more precious than ordinary elixirs. You must cherish this precious opportunity. When you step into the threshold of the ultimate variant demon emperor, our great plan can be gradually implemented. This? Xiao Han frowned slightly. Take it. Silver Mask, take this precious medicine right now. Yen Lang urged repeatedly. Xiao Han was in a dilemma. This elixir was the size of an apple, and the power of faith contained in it must be extraordinary. If Xiao Han wanted to take this elixir, he must remove the impurities and the power of faith in the elixir into nothingness, and only take the part of the elixir that was beneficial to the left arm of the demon emperor. However, with Yen Lang spying on the side, once Xiao Han was exposed, Yen Lang would definitely fly into a rage and use dirty tricks to deal with Xiao Han. Xiao Han hesitated and said, Master, to tell you the truth, although I refined the beautiful Demon Emperor crystal, I also paid a huge price, which caused my demon body to be weak during this period of time. In this state, if I take the elixir rashly, I'm afraid I won't be able to exert the medicinal power of the elixir. It will be a waste. Yen Lang looked at Xiao Han doubtfully, and a trace of displeasure flashed across his eyes. Then he said coldly, "It's okay, Silver Mask. The medicinal power of this elixir is very gentle, mainly to nourish your demon body and strengthen your foundation. If you take it directly, there won't be any problem." Xiao Han felt a headache. At this moment, Suddenly Yen Lang turned his left hand, and there was a palm-sized token in his hand. The material of the token was neither gold nor stone, and the whole body was engraved with the shape of an ancient demon beast, ferocious and evil. A vast and powerful demonic aura was emitted from the token, and the demonic wind was mighty, as if it was transmitting some kind of message. "It's a demon emperor using his demon consciousness to contact me," Yen Lang mumbled, and his face showed an extremely impatient expression. However, he was also very helpless, and he threw the elixir to Xiao Han. "Silver Mask, you leave first. Take this elixir within 3 days. You go out now, Bai Yen will help you settle down." Phew! Xiao Han let out a sigh of relief, picked up the elixir from the stone table and stood up. However, he did not leave immediately, but looked at the token in Yen Lang's hand and said in a low voice, "Master, it's a demon emperor?" "Yes." Yen Lang nodded his head and smiled. "Silver Mask, this demon emperor using his demon consciousness to contact me most likely has something to do with you. But don't worry, you've already pledged your allegiance to me, and agreed to cooperate with me to test out my grand plan. Then I will definitely protect you. Furthermore, I will persuade the other demon emperors to let you go. Alright, you can leave now." "Yes, Master." Xiao Han's heart tightened, but he still retreated from the garden. "Master Yen Lang?" Soon enough, a deep, raspy voice came from the token, filled with demonic aura. "Oh, so it's the head of the 10 demon emperors, the Woodfern demon emperor." Yen Lang smiled. "Oh, so it's the head of the 10 demon emperors, the Woodfern demon emperor." Among the 10 demon emperors, their attitudes toward Yen Lang were divided into 2 camps. Among them, 7 of the emperors supported Yen Lang. The remaining 3 great emperors were against Yen Lang. They believed that the bloodline of the demon emperor was destined to be noble, and the lowly was lowly. Yen Lang's evolution of ordinary demon emperors into mutated demon emperors was an act of rebellion against the demon emperor's social structure. It was a direct challenge to the dignity of the true nobility of the demon emperor. The Woodfern demon emperor, on the other hand, was unbridled and lawless. He was the one who created the laws of the demon emperor and ruled over the land. He was the true head of the 10 demon emperors. It was standing in the camp that supported Yen Lang. Yen Lang wasn't nervous in the slightest when the Woodfern demon emperor used his demon consciousness to communicate with Yen Lang. "Greetings, Emperor Woodfern. Ha! Well, you must be contacting me for the sake of the Silver Mask demon emperor, right?" "You're right, Master." The Woodfern demon emperor smiled. "Master, your birthday ceremony has come to a perfect end. During the ceremony, a large number of demon emperors with ordinary bloodlines died. Even a few mutated demon emperors died in the ceremony. But that doesn't matter. Just treat it as a birthday gift from me. As long as you're happy, anything can be discussed. The deaths of ordinary and mutated demon emperors aren't a big deal." "Ha! Oh, well said, well said." Yen Lang was very satisfied with the Woodfern demon emperor's attitude. "Don't worry, Emperor Woodfern. I'll make up for the losses of the mutated demon emperors. I won't let the demon capital suffer any losses. How about this? We've lost a total of 8 mutated demon emperors, including Glamorous Demon Emperor. I'll distribute another 50 pills and create 50 more mutated demon emperors. What do you think?" "Haha, alright. I'll do as you say, Master." However, the Woodfern demon emperor's tone suddenly changed. "Master, the Silver Mask demon emperor is of great importance. He must have an ancient treasure on him. It might even be a treasure that fell from the demon realm. Therefore, I hope that you can hand the Silver Mask demon emperor over to me." Well, Yen Lang had already thought of what to say. "Emperor Woodfern, the Silver Mask demon emperor has already submitted to me. He's my trusted aide. Handing him over isn't appropriate." "Master." The Woodfern demon emperor's tone turned solemn and cold. "Master, you are an honored guest of the demon capital. Anything can be discussed, but this is the only thing that's out of the question. Master, you don't need to say anything else. I've already sent a few mutated demon emperors to your residence. Just hand the Silver Mask demon emperor over to them." This? Yen Lang knew that it wouldn't be easy to convince the Woodfern demon emperor. "Emperor Woodfern, allow me to say something." "Please speak, Master," the Woodfern demon emperor said indifferently. "Let's not talk about whether or not the Silver Mask demon emperor has any demonic treasures on him." "I don't care about that at all," Yen Lang said. However, the silver-masked demon emperor is the key to the plan. What? The wood-fern demon emperor's voice trembled. See that plan? That's right. We've been plotting this for 10,000 years. It's known as the greatest plan of all the demonic races in the universe. Yanlang said firmly. Creating demonic emperors. Emperor Woodfern, if this plan succeeds, we'll be able to wipe out the humans of this plane as easily as picking up weeds. Emperor Woodfern, please weigh the pros and cons. The demonic treasures are important, but they're not as important as this plan. I can confidently tell you that if this plan succeeds, we'll have at least 500 demonic emperors in 100 years. 500. The Woodfern demon emperor was completely stunned. Yes, 500 demonic emperors. Not only will we be able to conquer this plane, but we'll also be able to invade other planes. Yanlang's voice burned with passion. 500 demonic emperors in 100 years. In 200 years we'll have 2,000, no, 3,000. Ah. Emperor Woodfern, don't you want to rule over the universe? This. The Woodfern demon emperor's voice was filled with fervor. Master, will the silver-masked demon emperor really be able to make this plan a reality? Considering the silver-masked demon emperor's potential, yes, 70 to 80%, Yanlang said confidently. 70 to 80%? The Woodfern demon emperor fell silent. Think about it, Emperor Woodfern. Even if you get your hands on an ancient demonic treasure, do you think you'll be able to invade other planes? That's impossible. The demonic and human races of other planes might even be stronger than ours. But if we can mass-produce demonic emperors, that's a different story. An endless army of mutated demonic emperors and demonic emperors is more than enough to overwhelm those planes. Yanlang said confidently. The Woodfern demon emperor fell silent for 100 breaths of time. Master, how about this? The mutated demonic emperors I sent over should have already arrived at your residence. Have them bring the silver-masked demon emperor here. I'll only study him a little and I won't harm his life. What do you think? That's the best of both worlds. Don't worry, Master. I know how important this plan is and I won't kill the silver-masked demon emperor. I'll just study him a little. I don't care. If the mutated demonic emperors you sent over have the ability to take the silver-masked demon emperor away, I won't argue with you. If they don't have the ability and are killed by the silver-masked demon emperor, then they deserve it. Yanlang said indifferently. Chapter 356. After chatting with Yanlang in the garden, Xiao Han left the garden and walked with the demon emperor Bai Yen among the pavilions of the villa. Xiao Han felt a little relieved and put the apple-sized medicine in his storage ring. Silver Mask just now, Master, and you? Bai Yen said softly beside Xiao Han. I don't think Master will make things difficult for you, right? Under the bright sunlight, Bai Yan's delicate and beautiful face was as delicate as white jade. Her eyes contained the demonic charm of a demon and the elegance of a human beauty, which was extremely attractive. Bai Yan claimed that she had never sucked the brains of humans, which made Xiao Han's attitude towards her slightly change. At least when he was with her, he wouldn't feel nauseous like he did at the beginning. It's nothing. Xiao Han smiled faintly. Bai Yan grudgingly glanced at Xiao Han from the corner of her eyes. Then, she brought Xiao Han to a mountain that was dozens of miles in circumference. A classical agarwood building stood in the middle of the mountains and rivers. The scenery here was indescribably beautiful, rich in spiritual qi and peaceful. It was simply incompatible with the outside world of the demon metropolis. It was a paradise for the human race. Silver Mask, the villa was built according to the layout of the human race. I hope you can adapt. However, it should be fine. After all, you've stayed in the most prosperous eastern region of the human race and lived in the human market for a long time. Here, you live in this wooden building. Bai Yan smiled. Bai Yan will go in with you. That's not necessary, Xiao Han instinctively refused. Master Yanlang also ordered me to do something. I have to plan it well. Silver Mask, you. Bai Yan glared. Demon Emperor Bai Yan, please go back. Xiao Han smiled casually and gracefully. He walked directly towards the agarwood building. Bai Yan remained motionless. She looked at Xiao Han's back with an extremely complicated expression. After a dozen breaths, when Xiao Han was about to enter the wooden building, Bai Yan suddenly spoke. Silver Mask, can you take off your mask and let me see? Hearing this, Xiao Han immediately shook his head and laughed, but he didn't look back. He entered the wooden building directly. In the wooden building. In this wooden building, all the household furnishings were commonly seen in the large families of the human world. In fact, there was even a faint fragrance in the room that caused one to feel relaxed and happy. Xiao Han sat cross-legged on the bed, his mind in a trance. That Yan Lang's ambition has indeed swelled to an almost insane level. Dominate the world? Dominating the human and demon realms? He really dared to think about it? I naturally can't let him succeed in his plan to mass-produce demon emperors. Otherwise, the consequences would be unimaginable. Moreover, how can I kill my dear Yan? Alright, I also need to get the antidote for Yin Rong. Xiao Han's thoughts. It was also a little chaotic. The demonic egg hibernating in my heart has already been sensed by those demonic race emperors. They are crazily coveting it. I wonder if Brother Yen can conceal it. After thinking about it, Xiao Han finally discarded all distracting thoughts. Forget it, it's more important to think of a way to increase my combat strength. Xiao Han flipped his right hand, and the elixir the size of an apple was placed in his palm. This elixir looked colorless, odorless, and ordinary, but when Xiao Han's psyche seeped into it, he could feel the indescribable power and profoundness contained within it. It was bright and vast, like a flowing ocean. This precious medicine, Brother Yen, took 100 years to refine. The demonic energy contained within it is as vast as the sea of stars. Moreover, the medicinal energy is not unruly, instead it is very gentle, nourishing the demonic body in every possible way. I will activate the Demon Emperor's palm and refine all the impurities within the elixir into dregs, only taking the essence. Let's see if I can break through the shackles and awaken the 600,000 demon meridian. Xiao Han placed the elixir on the tattoo on Emperor Zhuobing's palm. I hope that Emperor Zhuobing's palm can enter the ultimate mutation state. That way my combat strength will grow again, and I will be able to perfectly unleash the power of the Black-Yellow Demon Tower, and One Demon City. He made up his mind. Boom! The tattoo on Emperor Zhuobing's palm suddenly exploded with the suction force of a nebula whirlpool, and it wrapped around the elixir. Suddenly the precious medicine was broken apart, turning into pure streams of energy. Countless rays of light began to sprinkle in all directions, and a faintly discernible song began to spread. Soon the azure dragon, the white tiger, the vermilion bird, the flying serpent, and all sorts of illusory figures descended. A thick medicinal fragrance spread out, and it filled every pore of Xiao Han's body. Countless strange phenomena appeared, and the powerful medicinal power was rising. Suddenly, among the various phenomena, the core where the medicinal power was the most abundant finally exploded with a dazzling brilliance. Waves of holy light and demonic mist shot up into the sky. In front of Xiao Han, an illusionary figure that looked like an angel appeared. Its pure white wings kept sprinkling down glory. However, this angel's eyes were blood red, and they were filled with demonic and evil, as well as a terrifying power of faith. Long live Master Yan Lang! Long live Master Yan Lang! Long live Master Yan Lang! Master Yan Lang is the most powerful living being in this realm, and in countless other realms. Those who believe in Master Yan Lang will obtain eternal life, and those who don't will fall into the abyss of pain and be doomed eternally. It was as if hundreds of millions of living beings were praying and chanting sincerely. At that instant, Xiao Han's mind was in a trance. This power of faith is too powerful. I'm afraid that a normal demon, such as a single mutated demon emperor, or even a double mutated demon emperor, would lose their mind in an instant. Luckily, I'm a human and I've predicted this in advance. Refine it. Refine this power of faith into ashes. Boom! Emperor Zhuobing's palm shook, and the layers of medicinal power were all absorbed. Like a whale swallowing seawater, he even swallowed the illusionary figure in an instant. Bang! 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 Wisps of power of faith were forcefully burned, and crackling sounds could be heard. At the same time, the pure medicinal power contained in the elixir. It was like mercury flowing on the ground. It scattered into Emperor Zhuobing's palm. Nourish, warm, demon meridians. The meridians were jumping in joy and they were making sounds of pleasure. The 600,000 demon meridian was finally moving. It seemed to be showing signs of awakening. Great, great, great. Xiao Han said thrice, the medicinal power of this elixir is indeed extraordinary. At the same time, outside Master Yan's villa, they were three young men with demonic and indifferent expressions. They had arrived at the entrance of the villa. The three young men were filled with demonic aura, and it was like a raging fire. The one in the middle was wearing a white shirt, and a lot of demonic aura surrounded his body, forming into demonic dragons and elephants. The dragons and elephants intertwined and swept across the sky, and there were thousands of changes. The one on the left. The demonic aura above his head formed an ancient demonic temple. It was a demonic temple. It was decorated with gold and jade, and there were crystals embedded on the ground everywhere. It was spotless. Inside there were some naked beauties wearing light muslin. They were laughing foolishly, revealing a kind of arrogant and extravagant aura. The one on the right was emitting a power that could tear heaven and earth apart, and he was dominating the world. The three young men seemed to have a very high level of life. Their eyes were full of disdain, and they had the demeanor of a king. 3 ultimate mutant demon emperors. Immortal demon emperors. Demon emperors of the demon temple. Dragon elephant demon emperor. Layers of golden light spread out from their demon bodies, crushing the air and shattering the void. Ghosts and immortals were killed, and the wind kicked up and the clouds scud. It was obvious that they had more than one demonic art. These 3 ultimate mutant demon emperors were almost the trusted subordinates of the Woodfern demon emperor, the leader of the 10 great demon emperors. Each of them had overwhelming demonic power, and they killed people like flies. They slaughtered cities and countries and destroyed the world. The white-robed young man standing in the middle, the dragon elephant demon emperor, looked at the large group of demon emperors with ordinary bloodlines in front of the villa, and said indifferently, "This is Master Yanlang's villa. This is Master Yanlang's villa." As expected. It hides the filth. It's a bunch of trash. Ha ha. Dragon elephant demon emperor, those who mutated with treasures are simply bastards. Compared to us who are born with noble bloodlines, ha ha ha. Let's go into the villa. We've been ordered to capture the silver-masked demon emperor. It's a very important mission and we can't fail. Otherwise, we won't be able to bear the consequences if the Woodfern demon emperor blames us, the demon emperor of the demon temple said with a strange smile. Then he licked his lips. Although the mutant demon emperors created by Master Yanlang are all weak, that Bai Yen is extremely beautiful. She's one of the most beautiful women in the demon capital. I've long wanted to get close to her. Ha ha ha. Let's go in first. The 3 ultimate mutant demon emperors strode into the villa with majestic steps. The ordinary demon emperors guarding the villa were all as quiet as cicadas in winter, and almost fell to one knee. Get lost. The 3 ultimate mutant demon emperors unleashed their auras, and the ordinary demon emperors fell to the ground like gourds. In the villa. In the garden. Yanlang held the medallion in his hand as he conversed with the Woodfern demon emperor. Grandmaster, since the silver-masked demon emperor is related to the plan, the Woodfern demon emperor slowly transmitted. I've already discussed it with the other demon emperors. For the time being, we won't use violence to punish the silver-masked demon emperor. However, a few of my trusted subordinates have already arrived at your villa. In that case, I'll let them negotiate with the silver-masked demon emperor. As you said, if the silver-masked demon emperor can resist a few of my trusted subordinates, I will acknowledge his potential and allow him to cooperate with you. However, if the silver-masked demon emperor can't resist them, you don't have to worry about it. Just let my trusted subordinates bring the silver-masked demon emperor back. However, we won't kill him. Yanlang harumphed, a little dissatisfied. Grandmaster, don't be impatient. The plan can only be carried out by mutant demon emperors with the greatest potential. If they don't, their bodies will explode and they'll die, the Woodfern demon emperor said slowly. That silver-masked demon emperor might have some potential, but how much potential does he have? Grandmaster, I have 3 of my trusted subordinates who can help you understand the silver-masked demon emperor's potential. Oh. Which 3 of your trusted subordinates did you send over, Woodfern demon emperor? Yanlang asked. Ha ha ha. The Woodfern demon emperor laughed proudly. The dragon elephant demon emperor, the demon temple demon emperor, and the god force demon emperor. What? The 3 ultimate mutant demon emperors? Yanlang couldn't help but be shocked. Woodfern demon emperor, you actually sent the strongest of your subordinates? The silver-masked demon emperor has no chance against 3 ultimate mutant demon emperors. Didn't Grandmaster say that the silver-masked demon emperor has the greatest potential? The Woodfern demon emperor laughed mockingly. Potential is potential, demonic energy is demonic energy, and battle prowess is battle prowess. Yanlang was a little flustered. That's right, I admit that the silver-masked demon emperor is no match for the dragon elephant demon emperor, the demon temple demon emperor, and the god force demon emperor, even if he refines the devastatingly demonic emperor crystal. However, the silver-masked demon emperor has the greatest potential. He far surpasses your 3 trusted subordinates. Yanlang was very confident. The Dragon Elephant Demon Emperor, the Demon Temple Demon Emperor, and the God Force Demon Emperor are all 10,000 years old. However, based on my observations, the Silver Masked Demon Emperor is only a few decades old. In terms of potential, the Silver Masked Demon Emperor is definitely stronger. His demonic energy is slightly weaker now, but he will definitely be able to crush your 3 trusted subordinates in the future. Your Majesty, don't act rashly and ruin the plan. Alright. Grandmaster Yanlang, there's no need to say any more. I've already made the biggest concession. I and the other great emperors won't personally come to your villa to capture the Silver Masked Demon Emperor. This is already giving you face. Now, my 3 trusted subordinates are going to take the Silver Masked Demon Emperor away. I hope you won't interfere. I also want to take this opportunity to see the Silver Masked Demon Emperor's potential and see how heaven-defying it is for you to praise him so highly. In the wooden building where Xiao Han was. Now, with Xiao Han's Zhuobing Emperor's palm as the center, layers of medicinal power wrapped around Xiao Han like a silkworm chrysalis. Zhuobing Emperor's palm was refining the impurities and terrifying power of faith in the precious medicine while devouring the supreme medicinal power. Boom, 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 his entire left arm was expanding. The 600,000th demon meridian was twitching, and palpitating. It seemed to be awakening. However, it seemed to be lacking a little. The 600,000th demon meridian is too difficult. Xiao Han was also very anxious. I've already absorbed a lot of medicinal power, but I'm still lacking a little. However, at this moment, boom! An earth-shattering power burst out from Zhuobing Emperor's palm. The rumbling sound of thunder spread out in all directions. The 599999 demon meridian vibrated at the same time. At the next moment, among the 599999 demon meridian, every one of them began to expand. The medicinal power of the precious medicine could not break through the 600,000th demon meridian in a short time. However, it began to transform the 599999 demon meridian that had already been awakened on Zhuobing Emperor's palm. The capacity of each demon meridian to store demonic chi began to expand, and each demon meridian was getting closer to perfection. As the 599999 demon meridian transformed, a powerful demonic chi storm swept across the entire wooden building, causing the wooden building to creak as if it was going to shatter. To be continued. Chapter 357. The 599999 demonic meridians on Xiao Han's left arm expanded at the same time. Earth, fire, wind, and thunder surged from all directions. The demonic wind and the waves were raging. All the potency turned into a long river of demonic chi and merged into the demonic meridians. Xiao Han's entire left arm was entangled by the demonic chi, and there were all kinds of strange phenomena. The mountains and rivers, the demons dominating the world, the rise and fall of 1,000 years, and the movement of the sun and moon were all in it. Normally, after a demon emperor evolved and reached the stage of mutation, the capacity of its demonic meridians would expand. The capacity of a single mutated demon emperor and a double mutated demon emperor's demonic meridians was 10 times that of an ordinary demon emperor. After reaching the ultimate mutation, the capacity of the demonic meridians would increase. For example, the capacity of the ultimate mutation demon emperor, the demon region demon emperor, the black rain demon emperor, and the shadow thunder demon emperor that Xiao Han killed had a dozen times the capacity of an ordinary demon emperor. The black rain demon emperor had a capacity of 17 times. Xiao Han had yet to open the 600,000th demonic meridian and step into the ultimate mutation, but the capacity of the demonic meridians was expanding crazily. 12 times, 14 times, 16 times. At the same time, the space in the Shanshui pavilion that Xiao Han was in began to ripple, forming a whirlpool that was a few acres large. Dense demonic chi surged into the whirlpool from all directions. He didn't expect that Yanlang's supreme elixir could not only nourish the demonic body but also absorb the demonic chi in a large area. All the demonic chi was forcibly absorbed into Xiao Han's left arm demon emperor palm. 18 times. 19 times. 20 times. Ha. The capacity of the demonic meridians has expanded to 20 times. And that's not all. Xiao Han couldn't help but laugh. This supreme elixir is indeed the product of Yanlang's painstaking efforts. God knows how much effort and wisdom you put into it, but it's all mine now. Continue to expand. In the villa. What's going on? A large number of demon emperors with ordinary bloodlines and mutated demon emperors in the villa all scanned the area where Xiao Han was with their demonic senses. The demonic chi in the world is speeding up and rushing towards that area. Who was cultivating? He was actually crazily plundering the demonic chi in the villa. If that's the case, it won't be long before all the demonic chi in this villa is drained dry. Let's go and take a look. Countless ordinary demon emperors and mutated demon emperors were flying toward the area where Xiao Han was. It's Silver Mask? Bai Yan's demonic eyebrows slightly knitted, and immediately flew up as well. In the garden, Yan Lang put his hands behind his back. The three ultimate mutation demon emperors, the Demon Temple Demon Emperor, the Divine Power Demon Emperor, and the Dragon Elephant Demon Emperor had already arrived at the garden to meet Yan Lang. Grandmaster Yan Lang, I'm sure Emperor Woodfern has already informed you of this matter. In that case, Grandmaster, please do us a favor and let us take the Silver Mask Demon Emperor away. The Dragon Elephant Demon Emperor said with a smile. When it looked at Yan Lang, there was a hint of fake respect in its eyes. But in truth, there was a hint of disdain in the depths of its eyes. The Demon Temple Demon Emperor, the Divine Power Demon Emperor, and the Dragon Elephant Demon Emperor are known as the 8 Ultimate Mutation Demon Emperors under the Woodfern Demon Emperor. Indeed, your demonic chi is as strong as the abyss and as deep as the sea. With a slight movement of your bodies, you can teleport thousands of miles away and destroy the world. Among the Ultimate Mutation Demon Emperors, the 3 of you are the best. Although I've created many Ultimate Mutation Demon Emperors, I'm no match for you in a one-on-one fight. You flatter us, Grandmaster, the Demon Temple Demon Emperor said humbly. However, there was a hint of pride in his tone. Yan Lang slowly turned around and looked at the 3 Ultimate Mutation Demon Emperors playfully. He was calm and unafraid of the 3 Ultimate Mutation Demon Emperors in the slightest. Of course, Yan Lang had also come across a heavenly fortuitous encounter. He had refined an ancient treasure that seemed to belong to an immortal, and had set up thousands of grand spell formations around him. The power of space fluctuated, and he was the bane of demonic chi, making it impossible for any demonic race to assassinate him. In fact, they couldn't even lock onto his location. In fact, after seeing Yan Lang, the 3 Ultimate Variant Beast Emperors had secretly released their demonic senses in an attempt to lock onto Yan Lang's true location. However, they had all failed, which caused them to click their tongues in amazement. The Demon Temple Demon Emperor has opened 810,000 demonic meridians, and the capacity of his demonic meridians is 27 times that of an ordinary demon emperor. The Divine Power Demon Emperor has opened 840,000 demonic meridians, and the capacity of his demonic meridians is 30 times that of an ordinary demon emperor. The Dragon Elephant Demon Emperor has opened 880,000 demonic meridians, and the capacity of his demonic meridians is 33 times that of an ordinary demon emperor. Yan Lang had studied the bloodline genes of the demon clan deeply, so he could see through the 3 Ultimate Mutation Demon Emperors at a glance. Grandmaster. The Divine Power Demon Emperor was slightly angry. Forget it, Grandmaster. We're here to take the Silver Mask Demon Emperor away. Now that we've informed you, let's go and capture the Silver Mask Demon Emperor. I heard that Grandmaster admires the Silver Mask Demon Emperor very much and thinks that this despicable thing that grows in the wild has great potential. Potential? What potential does this despicable creature have? Yes, it killed the Gloomy Thunder Demon Emperor, the Black Rain Demon Emperor, the Demon Territory Demon Emperor, and even the Glamorous Demon Emperor. However, Een Thunder, Black Rain, and the Monster Region are all useless and can't withstand a single blow. As for Qing Qing Demon Emperor, his demonic body is severely injured and his demonic strength is almost gone. Now, let's go and see the so-called potential of the Silver Mask Demon Emperor. I hope that this despicable creature won't let us down. The Dragon Elephant Demon Emperor had a vicious look on his face. Yan Lang's face was gloomy. Just as he was about to speak, suddenly, boom, boom, boom. The void not far away was wriggling like a heart, and dense demonic chi surged towards that area. Has the Silver Mask started to consume and refine that supreme elixir? Yan Lang's pupils constricted as he looked over. The Demon Emperor of the Demon Temple, the Divine Power Demon Emperor, and the Dragon Elephant Demon Emperor exchanged glances quickly, and their eyes were filled with surprise. They didn't expect that the supreme elixir that Xiao Han consumed would cause such a huge commotion. Even the demonic chi in the air of the garden was forcibly sucked away. Grandmaster Yan Lang, this. The Demon Emperor of the Demon Temple was shocked. Is this the effect of the supreme elixir that you refined? Ha ha ha. Yanlang laughed out loud with satisfaction. His eyebrows and the corners of his eyes had a spirited expression. Of course it's the supreme elixir that I refined. This supreme elixir can be said to be one of the few works that I'm proud of in my life. Silver Mask, I hope you won't disappoint me. Yanlang was very serious, and he glanced at the three ultimate variant demon emperors with the corner of his eyes. You demons are barbarians. How can you understand the magic of my elixir? Unprecedented since ancient times? I spent a lot of time and effort to refine this elixir, and I don't know how many natural treasures I have consumed. It can not only nourish the demon body, but also devour the demonic chi between heaven and earth for the demon body to absorb. Devour the demonic chi between heaven and earth. The three ultimate variant demon emperors were stunned. The demon metropolis was the lair of the demons in this plane, and it was indeed full of demonic chi between heaven and earth, which was suitable for demons to cultivate here. However, ordinary demons or even mutated demon emperors, who devoured the demonic chi to cultivate, were far from being able to cause such a terrifying commotion. Now, not only was the demonic chi in the villa being forcibly absorbed, but the scope of absorption was getting larger and larger, and it had begun to spread out of the villa. It was devouring the entire second floor of the demon metropolis like a whale, and it was plundering unscrupulously. The divine power demon emperor spread out his demonic sense and exclaimed, "The demonic chi within a radius of 500 miles is gathering in the villa." After a pause he said, 1,500 miles. 1,800 miles. 2,000 miles. The demonic chi within a radius of 2,000 miles has gone out of control, and it's pouring into the villa. However, at this moment, in the area where Xiaohan was, the whirlpool that was a few acres in size had expanded to dozens of acres in size. In the whirlpool, the air was pushed away and all that was left was demonic chi. The scattered demonic chi within a radius of a few thousand miles was absorbed and compressed into clusters of demonic clouds, demonic mists, and the figures of many demonic beasts. In the end they were all refined and absorbed. Grand Master, this medicine is really magical, the Dragon Elephant Demon Emperor said in horror. Now, the demonic chi within a radius of 5,000 miles has been affected, and the range is getting larger and larger. Grand Master, how much demonic chi can this medicine absorb? The ultimate variant demon emperors knew that the great sovereign of the demon clan could absorb the demonic chi within a radius of 10,000 miles in one breath. It was a spectacular scene. However, the range of Xiaohan's absorption of the demonic chi seemed to be unstoppable, and it had almost spread to 10,000 miles. Limit. Yanlang's eyes were also burning with passion. There's no limit. How much demonic chi Silver Mask can absorb will depend on its talent and potential. Talent and potential? Yes, the more potential it has, the more powerful it will be, and the longer the medicine lasts, the more demonic chi it can absorb, and the range of absorption will be larger, Yanlang said to the three ultimate variant demon emperors in a sarcastic tone. Just the three of you, if I give you the medicine according to your potential, I'm afraid you can only absorb the demonic chi within a radius of 1,000 miles. Compared to the Silver Mask Demon Emperor, you are far inferior. It's just that you have a longer lifespan so you can accumulate more demonic power than the Silver Mask Demon Emperor, and you can awaken more demonic veins temporarily. However, in time, you will all be inferior to the Silver Mask Demon Emperor. The Silver Mask Demon Emperor will be the most successful and greatest work that I've ever created. Its potential is enough to support me to carry out that great plan. Yanlang was indeed very proud in his heart. He originally thought that even if Xiaohan had great potential, he would at most be able to absorb the demonic chi within a radius of 2,000–3,000 miles. However, he never expected that Xiaohan's potential was far greater than that. Silver Mask, grow up. Absorb the demonic chi in the medicine as much as you want. The power of faith contained in the medicine is also very large. When you grow up, your body and even the depths of your soul will be implanted with supreme faith for me. You will become my most powerful believer. You will also become the first demon emperor that I've personally created. The range of the demonic chi has reached 10,000 miles. The three ultimate mutant demon emperors screamed in horror. A demon emperor who could absorb 10,000 miles of demonic chi in one breath would probably only be able to absorb tens of thousands of miles. However, at this moment, the range of Xiaohan's demonic chi had also reached 10,000 miles, and there was no sign of it weakening. It was still constantly expanding. Even I didn't expect the Silver Mask Demon Emperor's potential to be so great. In that case, his 600,000th demonic vein should have been awakened, right? Yes. It must have been awakened. Now, the silver-masked demon emperor must have stepped into the ranks of the ultimate mutant demon emperor. Ah. Yen Lang became more and more proud. Go. Take the silver-masked demon emperor away now. The three ultimate mutant demon emperors were shocked and angry. They couldn't stand still anymore. They couldn't let Xiao Han devour the demonic qi so crazily. It's said that the silver-masked demon emperor has an ancient secret treasure. Maybe it's because of that secret treasure that he's devouring the demonic qi. We can't let him grow unscrupulously like this. We have to take him back immediately and hand him over to the great emperors to deal with. The ancient secret treasure must be controlled by the great emperors. We can't let it fall into the hands of such a despicable wild demon. The three ultimate mutant demon emperors greeted Yen Lang and flew directly towards the area where Xiao Han was. Yen Lang snorted coldly and also activated his vital qi to float in the air. He flew towards the area where Xiao Han was. At this moment, Xiao Han was in the wooden building. Countless demonic qi descended from the sky and condensed into a large vortex, completely enveloping Xiao Han. In a large area, the air was pushed away, and endless demonic qi fluctuated violently. The demonic qi condensed in the void and rolled around Xiao Han. The demonic fire crackled and formed countless hideous demonic faces, terrifying demonic beasts, evil devils. All of them rushed into the palm of the demon emperor in his left arm. So much demonic qi has been absorbed. It's endless and surging into the palm of the demon emperor in his left arm. Xiao Han was surprised and delighted. However, the 600,000th demonic vein was still not awakened, as if it was just one step away. Fortunately, the capacity of the 599,999 awakened demonic veins was constantly expanding after being baptized, cleansed, and nourished by the abundant demonic qi, 35 times, 37 times, 39 times. In the area where Xiao Han was, outside the mountains and rivers. At this time there were already 3 layers of demons surrounding them. These demons were all the direct descendants of Yen Lang's villa. There were countless ordinary bloodline demon emperors, many single mutated demon emperors, double mutated demon emperors, and hundreds of ultimate mutated demon emperors. The green smoke demon emperor was among them. All the demons stared at the wooden building dumbfounded. Not a single sound could be heard. Just then, get out of the way. Great Emperor Woodfern's subordinates, the Demon Temple Demon Emperor, the Godforce Demon Emperor, and the Elephant Demon Emperor are here to capture the Silver Masked Demon Emperor. A flustered and exasperated voice sounded. In the next moment, a massive aura descended. Demonic qi surged into the skies, causing ghosts and deities to pale and the winds to blow. As a result, the beast dominators who were watching the show exchanged glances with one another. The beast dominators with lower cultivations were utterly terrified. 3 streams of majestic and evil demonic energy shot over. Wherever it went, a large number of demon emperors standing in the area were sent flying. Silver Masked Demon Emperor. Hurry up and come out. The 3 ultimate mutation demon emperors barked at the same time. Chapter 358. Who would have thought that after Xiao Han had taken Yen Lang's peerless elixir, there would be such a magnificent scene? All the demonic qi within a radius of 10,000 miles had gathered together, and the wind and clouds surged. In the area where Xiao Han was located, an energy whirlpool that was dozens of acres in size was formed. Numerous streams of demonic qi flowed out from the distance, and everywhere they passed by, the air was forcibly pushed aside. Every inch of space was transformed into a kingdom of demonic demons. Time and space seemed to come to a standstill, causing the entire area to be filled with an aura of decay, a demonic aura, and an aura of invincibility. Vaguely there seemed to be tens of thousands of demonic qi roaring, demons calling and ghosts roaring. The Demon Temple Demon Dominator, Divine Force Demon Dominator, Longxiang Demon Dominator, the 3 ultimate mutated demon dominators finally arrived. Their faces were filled with astonishment, while their eyes were filled with jealousy and murderous intent. 3 dominating auras locked onto the wooden tower where Xiao Han was at. Capture him. The Demon Sovereign of the Demon Temple transmitted his demonic sense to the Divine Force Demon Sovereign and the Dragon Elephant Demon Sovereign. This Silver Masked Demon Sovereign is indeed unimaginable. He devoured the demonic qi within 10,000 li like a whale. It's definitely the doing of a great emperor. From the looks of it, Master Yen Lang was right. This guy's potential is extremely terrifying. We can't let him grow. Otherwise, in the future this wild guy might really suppress us in the demon metropolis. Damn it. We can't allow that. We have to kill it before it grows its wings. However, Grandmaster Yen Lang seems to value the Silver Mask Demon a lot. If we capture him by force, we'll definitely offend Grandmaster Yen Lang. That's also a problem. The Divine Force Demon Sovereign hesitated. Stop nagging. After all, it's Great Emperor Woodfern who asked us to capture the Silver Mask Demon Sovereign. Just go and look for Great Emperor Woodfern. What does it have to do with us? All right. Since the Silver Mask Demon Sovereign has made such a big fuss, we shouldn't let our guard down. Let's work together and capture him. Capture him in one move. We'll make the Silver Mask Demon Sovereign flee in one move. Don't give him any chance to catch his breath. This way we'll be able to break Grandmaster Yen Lang's spirit. Let him know. His so-called shocking potential is actually just a piece of cake. Do it. All of a sudden, the three ultimate mutated beast dominator beasts were engulfed in beastly auras. Their figures grew taller like mountains. Their auras soared into the sky, forming countless sharp beastly glows in the air. An enormous demonic light enveloped the sky for tens of miles in circumference, slicing the demonic energy surging towards the wooden building into pieces. It was about to explode. The demonic howls were endless. Furthermore, with their demonic bodies as the center, rings of golden light radiated out. Each ring of golden light contained a supreme demonic art that could destroy the heavens and earth. The extremely violent aura caused the demon emperors and mutated demon emperors in all directions to retreat far away. Among them, the demon emperor creatures with ordinary bloodlines with relatively weak demonic power dared to retreat 100 meters away. They couldn't get close at all. Even the single and double mutated demon emperors were suppressed by it. Only a few hundred ultimate variant demon emperors were still standing in place. However, their auras were also dispirited, and their faces were filled with shock as they looked at each other. The three ultimate variant demon emperors had taken control of the situation as soon as they appeared. As expected of the three strongest ultimate variant demon emperors serving the Woodfern demon emperor. I'm warning you, don't be too presumptuous. Yen Lang's voice rang out as he controlled his true chi to appear in the sky. He stared at the pavilion where Xiao Han was, and when he saw all the strange things happening he blurted out. Good, this is too good. The medicinal strength of the precious medicine has been absorbed by the Silver Mask to the greatest extent. It's almost perfect, there's nothing to nitpick about. Only someone with Silver Mask's potential is qualified to enjoy my elixir, which is comparable to an immortal pill. Yen Lang paused for a moment, then pointed his halberd at the three demon emperors of the temple. Don't be rash. Silver Mask is at a critical juncture. All of you stand down. Don't interfere with his absorption of the precious medicine. The demon monarch raised his eyebrows and said indifferently, Grandmaster, you should stand down. Grand Emperor Woodfern himself has spoken. Don't be so stubborn. Preposterous. How dare you talk back to the Grandmaster? How dare you talk back to the Grandmaster? The hundreds of ultimate mutation demon emperors under Lang Yan's command roared in unison. They were enraged. Yen Lang was their faith. Now that they saw the three ultimate variant demon emperors refusing to give him face, they couldn't help but feel enraged. Terrifying demonic energy surged out of their bodies, and ripples of golden light spread out from them. An oppressive atmosphere filled the entire area. Swords had been drawn and bows had been drawn. The three ultimate variant demon emperors were completely surrounded, but they weren't afraid at all. The dragon mammoth demon emperor growled. Attack. Capture them. The three mutated demon emperors slightly moved their bodies, and the entire space was fractured. Who dares? Stop them for me. In a moment of desperation, Yen Lang no longer had any scruples. You three idiots. Do you know how important Silver Mask is to the plan? You deserve to die for ruining it. Get lost. Tisk, the Divine Force Demon Emperor pouted disdainfully. Grandmaster Yen Lang, this is the demon capital after all. You have no right to interfere with the orders of the 10 Great Emperors. Come out, Silver Mask Demon Emperor. Come with us to see the 10 Great Emperors. As soon as he finished speaking, the Divine Force Demon Emperor made a grabbing motion with his right hand. A withered demonic hand appeared, seemingly emaciated and weak. But when it stretched out, it contained the most terrifying power in the world. It grabbed toward the wooden building Xiao Han was in, causing spatial fluctuations to spread out in all directions. Even space itself was thrown into chaos. An earth-shattering demonic energy shrouded the sky above the wooden building. The dense power of the order surrounded the entire area, causing the entire wooden building and the surrounding space to feel like they were being sealed in a cage. Just a slight grab caused sand and pebbles to fly. Almost 1/3 of the ultimate variant demon emperors that Yen Lang had created couldn't withstand it at all, and their demonic bodies were forced back 100 steps. Get lost. How dare you act presumptuously in the Grandmaster's territory? Demonic sword. Suddenly in Yen Lang's camp, a white-clothed elegant young man rose up. He held a demonic sword in his hand. Sword chi broke through the air. His aura was sharp and powerful, and as he walked, the space was directly cut open. Judging from the demonic aura on his body, he was also one of the best ultimate variant demon emperors. He was selected from the demon emperor level creatures with ordinary bloodlines, and Yen Lang had focused on cultivating him. Finally he had reached his current realm. His natal demonic technique seemed to be sword principle. Those who insult the Grandmaster. Swish, the young man in white slashed out with his sword. The sword light was as dark as water and as demonic as a nightmare. The power of this sword was definitely not inferior to the apocalyptic demon saber after its power had evolved. In an instant, the sword light seemed to have the power to tear through the sky and cut through everything. With a slight burst, the crystal wall was cracked and the layers of space were torn apart. The slash was extremely swift and fierce. With a twist, the Divine Force Demon Emperor's claw that was about to grab the wooden tower was forced back. However, the Divine Force Demon Emperor was not afraid at all. His demonic eyes were flashing with a fanatical fighting spirit, and the corner of his mouth was drawn into a cold and disdainful smile. Master Yen Lang's ultimate variant demon emperors were all created by taking pills. Their bloodlines are very dirty. Today I see that it is indeed so. Do you think you can stop me with such a laughable demonic power and clumsy demonic technique? Get lost. Exploding demonic fist. The Divine Force Demon Emperor punched out. In an instant, with the Divine Force Demon Emperor's fist as the center, a huge demonic aura vortex appeared. In it, thousands of demons fought, fierce demons swallowed humans, mountains, rivers, the sun, the moon, and all kinds of scenes appeared one after another, floating up and down. Countless spaces exploded, and a rare demonic light was shot out. With just one punch, the elegant man in white sword light was broken and shattered into pieces. Moreover, the power of the fist was not weakened at all. It directly swept towards the white-robed man. Not good. Help the demonic sword. A few angry roars could be heard. A total of 5 ultimate variant demon emperors also rushed forward and stood side by side with the white-robed man with the sword. Each of them released their demonic power to resist the Divine Force Demon Emperor's ultimate demonic technique. The mocking smile on the Divine Force Demon Emperor's face became more obvious. With a flash of its right fist, it immediately performed a magnificent fist technique. This was a set of fist technique created by the ancient demon race. There were a total of 5 moves, each of which was earth-shattering. Moreover, the fist technique was connected. With each move, the demonic chi would stack up, layer by layer. In the end, the fist technique was like the arrival of a group of ancient demons. Its power could move mountains, fill up the sea, and destroy the world. You can't even withstand a single blow. It doesn't matter how many of you come at me. In a flash, the demonic chi of the Divine Force Demon Emperor rose steadily as if it was about to reach its peak. It jumped up and down, throwing out 4 punches at once. With the white-robed young man leading the way, a total of 6 ultimate variant demon emperors spat out demonic blood, and their bodies were thrown far away. Then they fell heavily to the ground, smashing 6 huge pits and causing smoke and dust to rise. This empress only threw out 4 punches. There was still the last punch, which was the killing punch, which I didn't use. This is this empress being merciful and giving Grandmaster face. Otherwise, the Divine Force Demon Emperor said with an arrogant face. From the beginning to the end, the Demon Emperor of the Demon Temple and the Dragon Elephant Demon Emperor crossed their arms and didn't move at all. They had no intention of making a move at all. Only one Divine Force Demon Emperor defeated the 6 ultimate variant Demon Emperors under Yen Lang's command, and the Divine Force Demon Emperor still had some leeway. The gap was too big. All of a sudden, hundreds of ultimate variant Demon Emperors in Yen Lang's camp were dumbfounded. Their faces were all filled with unwillingness, helplessness, and fear. Damn it. Yen Lang was also ashamed and annoyed. Master, these 3 guys are really powerful. However, with hundreds of ultimate variant demon emperors attacking together, although we will have to pay a heavy price, we will definitely be able to kill them. Master, please give the order. We will attack together. A bearded ultimate mutation demon emperor under Yen Lang's command roared with rage. Hearing that, the demon emperor of the demon temple, the divine force demon emperor, and the dragon elephant demon emperor all changed their expressions slightly. Yes, their combat power was far greater than the ultimate variant demon emperors created by Yen Lang with precious herbs. However, if they were to face the siege of hundreds of ultimate variant demon emperors, they would definitely die. Master, do you really want to fight to the death? The demon emperor of the demon temple said angrily. At this time, Yen Lang was also in a dilemma. If they really fought to the death, he would definitely lose dozens of ultimate variant demon emperors. He couldn't afford that loss. For a moment, the situation became deadlocked. At this moment, boom! The wooden building where Xiaohan was suddenly shook, and the demonic chi that had gathered in a radius of 10,000 miles between heaven and earth stopped abruptly. The clear sky became tranquil. The next moment, buzz, circles of demonic ripples rolled out from the wooden building. Suddenly, wherever the ripples passed, the space shook. Puff! Everything was turned into dust. The wooden building, the mountains, and the space crystal wall were all turned into dust. There seemed to be a mighty and invincible aura bursting out from the wooden building, and the entire area was reduced to ashes. What? The three ultimate variant demon emperors retreated at the same time. The power that spread out from the wooden building seemed to be able to casually overturn mountains and seas, cut rivers, sweep across the sky, and cause the seas to dry up and the rocks to decay. Amidst the swirling dust, a man wearing a silver mask slowly walked out. His black hair fluttered in the wind, and his gait was as majestic as a dragon or tiger. His aura was majestic, like the light of a star, like the sun and moon in the sky, bringing with it a heavy pressure. Every step he took was accompanied by the sound of demonic singing. In the air, all sorts of ancient demonic magical symbols appeared. 12 golden halos wriggled unceasingly, suppressing ghosts and gods. A terrifying aura that could devour the mountains and rivers of the universe was even emitted from his left arm. Furthermore, with his left arm as the center, a boundless demonic glow was emitted. The quality of the demonic light was ridiculously high, brilliant, and magnificent. It was as vast as the sea of stars and as deep as the sea. Master, let Silver Mask trample these 3 ants to death for you. Xiaohan smiled faintly, and his eyes, which were exposed outside the silver mask, shot out boundless fighting spirit and the confidence to win. Xiaohan finally completely absorbed and refined the power of the treasure pill. After eating the demonic chi, he came out of seclusion. To be continued. Chapter 359. Xiaohan had finally and thoroughly squeezed out all the medicinal energy contained in that precious medicine, leaving not a single drop behind. It felt great. It felt so good. Any impurities in the elixir that were harmful to Xiaohan had already been ferociously refined into nothingness by the demon the arch left arm. Even the power of faith that Yen Lang had used to control Xiaohan's mind was reduced to ashes. All that was left were the essences. Xiaohan also knew that the amount of treasures contained in this medicine was simply incalculable. It could be roughly seen that tens of thousands of tons of heavenly and earthly treasures had been meticulously extracted and the impurities removed to refine such a pill the size of an apple. Moreover, the precious medicine seemed to contain many energy gases that were hard to find in the world. All in all, Xiaohan had fully experienced the wonders of treasured medicines. Now, the state of the left demon monarch's palm. Indeed, it had yet to awaken the 600,000 demon meridians and step into the ranks of the ultimate mutation. However, the capacity of each of the 599,999 demon meridians that had been awakened was rapidly expanding. Before this, the capacity of each demonic vein in the palm of the left arm demon the arch was 10 times that of an ordinary demon emperor bloodline. But now, it was a full 50 times. It was terrifying. As a result, the entire left arm of the emperor beast's palm was as deep as the ocean. The amount of demonic energy it contained was shocking. It could be said that although the quality of the left arm demon monarch palm had not reached the ultimate mutation, it had improved tremendously. Now, the color of each demonic vein was almost pure and transparent, without the slightest impurity. The demonic chi within the demon meridian was almost crystallizing. That was to say, even the gas had taken on a crystalline and granular form. The demon fire within was burning continuously, supplying the demon Thearcha's palm with the invincible power to dominate the world. The palm of the demon the arch glowed with dazzling radiance and vitality. With a slight movement, it seemed as though the stars in the sky could be torn down. Simply put, If the capacity of each demon vein was expanded by 50 times, then the demonic energy contained within each demonic vein increased by leaps and bounds from the original 1,000 cauldrons, reaching 5,000 cauldrons. In that case, awakened 599,999 demonic meridians. Xiao Han took out his left demonic monarch palm. A slap with all his strength was 2.9 billion cauldrons. It was infinitely close to 3 billion cauldrons. Correspondingly, the quality of the 12 demon emperor crystals had also been nurtured and polished to a more perfect state. The power of the demonic technique increased. Silver mask. Yen Lang, who was floating in the air, was trembling with excitement. Just by observing Xiao Han's spirit and aura, he could tell. Xiao Han must have benefited greatly from this precious medicine. The potential that Xiao Han displayed was the strongest demon that Yen Lang had seen in the tens of thousands of years he had lived in the demon metropolis. Silver Mask must have entered the ranks of the ultimate mutation. Definitely. My plan is developing in the most perfect way. I have the ambition to dominate this world. It was about to come true. The Silver Mask demonic emperor is the spark of my hope. Yen Lang said. He had completely lost his shrewdness, and his smile was extremely bright. At this moment, the Divine Power Monster Emperor, the Longxiang Monster Emperor, and the Monster Temple Monster Emperor exchanged glances with each other. Silver Mask Demon Emperor. The Divine Power Demon Emperor took another step forward. He had just defeated 6 of Yen Lang's ultimate mutation demon emperors in a single move. He was in the limelight now and his fighting spirit was at its peak. Although he had seen Xiao Han coming out of seclusion with his strongest aura, he wasn't too afraid. The Divine Power Demon Emperor laughed sinisterly and said in a shrill voice. Indeed, he has great potential. However, he is still too young. His life force is only a few decades old. Although he has potential, he is still far from being able to make a name for himself in the demon metropolis. Alright, Silver Mask Demon Emperor, cut the crap. Now come with us to see Emperor Woodfern. Don't try to resist. Otherwise, I'll beat you to death. The Longxiang Monster Emperor and the Monster Temple Monster Emperor regained their composure after a brief moment of shock. They crossed their arms and looked at Xiao Han with sinister smiles. Divine power, if this Silver Masked Demon Emperor is stubborn, show him what you're made of. However, don't be careless. This guy is still quite strong. It doesn't matter if you fail miserably, but if you embarrass Emperor Woodfern, you won't be able to redeem yourself even if you die 10,000 times, the Monster Emperor of the Demon Temple said. It doesn't matter? The Divine Power Demon Emperor waved his hand disdainfully. It's just a precious medicine. How far can it grow? The Divine Power Demon Emperor paused for a moment and looked at Xiao Han. Now I'll give you one last chance. I'll count to 3. If you don't surrender, I'll have no choice but to make my move. 1, 2. Ha! Xiao Han laughed. Shut up. I'll give you one last chance too. Now, do you want to come at me one-on-one or do you want to come at me together? The ultimate mutation demon emperors on Yen Lang's side couldn't help but laugh when they heard that. Some of them even screamed in a strange voice. Silver Masked Demon Emperor, kill them and avenge the Grandmaster. Kill them. Of course, there were also some ultimate mutation demon emperors who looked worried. These 3 ultimate variant demon emperors possessed the noblest of bloodlines, and didn't require any precious medicines. They were the strongest of the 10 Grand Emperors, and 3 of the 8 strongest subordinates of Grand Emperor Woodfern. They weren't easy to deal with. The Divine Power Demon Emperor had just sent 6 of Yen Lang's ultimate mutation demon emperors flying. His methods were too brutal and powerful. Xiao Han had only just digested a precious medicine. How much could his combat strength have increased? If Xiao Han's combat strength was the same as when he'd participated in the ceremony, then he would lose without a doubt. Even a demon city wouldn't be able to trap the 3 ultimate mutation demon emperors. After all, their demonic power and talent weren't something the Black Rain demon emperors could compare to. Grandmaster. Bai Yen called out to Yen Lang anxiously. Please? Grandmaster, please stop this battle? Yen Lang glanced at Bai Yen and thought for a moment. Then he waved his hand. It's fine. Silver Mask is full of fighting spirit. I'd like to see his current combat strength. If he can hold his ground, he won't be captured by the 3 ultimate mutation demon emperors. I'll have to re-evaluate his potential. Meanwhile, the Divine Power Demon Emperor. After being provoked by Xiao Han, he was truly enraged. His facial features twisted and his demonic aura soared into the sky. He let out a strange cry and suddenly reached out to grab Xiao Han. "You lowly bastard, how dare you talk nonsense in front of me? Kneel down before me." Demon hand covers the sky. The clouds moved and the void condensed. It was as if the sky was collapsing. The divine power demon emperor attacked with boundless power, trying to suppress Xiao Han and force him to kneel. He would be humiliated. The divine power demon emperor had 840,000 demon meridians in its body. It was one of the most outstanding ultimate mutation demon emperors. The capacity of each of its demon veins was 30 times that of a demon emperor with a common bloodline. As such, without using any demonic techniques, it could casually kill someone with close to 2.5 billion power. With such power, it could easily break through the tectonic plates of the continent. Boom, boom. Under the power of the divine power demon emperor's slap, the terrifying sound of thousands of volcanoes erupting and thousands of stars disintegrating could be heard. The aftermath of the power. Many ultimate mutation demon emperors under Yen Lang felt their eardrums hurt, and their bodies kept moving back. Ha! Divine power demon emperor, just a casual blow and the silver mask demon emperor will kneel. The Longxiang demon emperor and the demon temple demon emperor laughed heartily at the same time. They also felt very safe. Even an expert among the ultimate mutation demon emperors would definitely not be able to resist the blow of the divine power demon emperor, let alone the unknown silver mask demon emperor, who only had a few decades of life fluctuation. However, at this moment Xiao Han seemed to be at the center of a cosmic storm, surrounded by doomsday disasters in all directions, but he was not afraid. Suddenly Xiao Han roared in his heart. My left demon emperor palm was transformed by the demon egg, and its quality is extremely high. After absorbing the heavenly treasure, the demon emperor palm is even more indescribable. Although it hasn't reached the realm of the ultimate mutation, the capacity of the demon meridians has increased by 50 times, and I can dominate the world. You are an ultimate mutation demon emperor with only 840,000 demon meridians awakened in your body. How can you be a match for me? Suddenly Xiao Han condensed the demonic power in his left arm, and the 599,999 demon meridians surged together, bursting out with the sound of landslides and tsunamis, which was extremely tragic. He took a step forward like a dragon, a tiger, a wolf, and a leopard. He was like a god descending to the mortal world, or a demon god descending to the mortal world. He also struck the sky-covering demonic hand of the divine power demon emperor. This palm contained nearly 3 billion cauldrons of power, and no one could describe its speed or its domineering power. It dominated the world and shook time and space. At this moment Xiao Han's skin showed a kind of crystal-clear demonic color, and a huge amount of demonic aura flowed like a galaxy of thunder and lightning, surging and surging, causing Xiao Han's internal organs to rumble with a terrifying sound. With a casual blow the mountains would crumble into dust. His strength was so tyrannical that he could even smash a steel mountain. Bang! Finally Xiao Han and the divine power demon emperor clashed. The limit of the divine power demon emperor was close to 2.5 billion. However, Xiao Han's limit was close to 3 billion. The difference in strength was obvious. In an instant, poof, roar! The entire right arm of the divine power demon emperor suddenly had fine cracks and then, poof, 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 poof. Its right arm shattered and exploded like porcelain. The divine power demon emperor was seriously injured, and its demonic body went berserk and it retreated. Die. Take advantage of the situation to kill. Xiao Han's expression did not change. He moved his body, crossed the space and caught up with the retreating divine power demon emperor. Bang, 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 bang. Xiao Han violently beat up the divine power demon emperor. Wild hammer. In almost a breath's time, Xiao Han punched dozens of times. Every punch contained the peerless power contained in the palm of the demon emperor in the left arm to the extreme. Every punch had the power to collapse the primordial god mountain. After the demonic meridians expanded by 50 times, not only did their power skyrocket, but even their stamina was endless. The toughness of their demonic body skyrocketed, and it was not a problem for them to throw dozens of punches in one breath. On the contrary, if the demonic meridians were too narrow, they would not be able to withstand such a short period of time. The burden would be too great, and it was very likely that their demonic meridians would explode. In the next moment, the divine power demon emperor let out a short cry, and then his entire demonic body exploded. The demonic body of the divine power demon emperor was shattered into thousands of pieces of flesh and blood by Xiao Han's power. They scattered in all directions, wriggling everywhere, emitting evil demonic aura and unwilling roars. Damn it! I am one of the strongest ultimate variant demon emperors under Great Emperor Woodfern. I was born with a noble bloodline, and I can do whatever I want in the demon capital. I can kill whoever I want and I can destroy whoever I want. How could I be destroyed by a bastard? Idiot! Xiao Han's right hand grabbed the 16 demonic emperor crystals that had fallen out of the divine power demon emperor's body. An extremely powerful ultimate variant demonic emperor had been crushed by Xiao Han just like that. Then Xiao Han simply let go of the demon monarch's palm on his left arm. Immediately, a terrifying vortex appeared and sucked in all the flesh and blood of the demon monarch with divine power, refining it. In this way, not even a bit of the demon emperor with divine power was left. He died cleanly without leaving a trace. Even a great monarch wouldn't be able to save the divine power demon emperor's life now. He was dead. Silence reigned. To be continued? If you like this work, you are welcome to come to Qidian and vote for it. Your support is my greatest motivation. For mobile users, please read it at Qidian. 9. Chapter 360. Xiao Han smashed the Divine Force Demon Emperor with his hammer. Moreover, Xiao Han destroyed all the demon corpses that were scattered all over the sky. He also pocketed 16 magical Demon Emperor crystals. Hey, there are 2 more. Come and die together so I don't have to kill them one by one. Xiao Han stood proudly in the void and looked at the Dragon Elephant Demon Emperor and the Demon Temple Demon Emperor coldly. However, the expressions of the Dragon Elephant Demon Emperor and the Demon Temple Demon Emperor were petrified. They couldn't believe what had happened in front of them. The Divine Force Demon Emperor was killed? It was killed in one blow? One had to know that the Divine Power Demon Emperor was a well-known and ferocious great demon in the entire demon metropolis. At the level of the ultimate mutant demon emperor, its combat strength was extremely strong. Basically, it was difficult to find a demon emperor of the same level who could really kill it. Even if one wanted to defeat it, they would have to go through a fierce battle. It was absolutely impossible to defeat and kill it in one blow. Yen Lang, Bai Yen, and the others were also horrified and kept quiet out of fear. Especially Yen Lang, his mind went blank and his body trembled. This killed the Divine Force Demon Emperor directly? It's too ferocious. Too brave. Just one move. Moreover, this move was not a trick at all. It was a head-on collision, and an earth-shattering attack burst out and directly killed the Divine Force Demon Emperor. I've always firmly believed that the Silver Mask Demon Emperor's potential was immeasurable. However, when facing the 3 core ultimate mutant demon emperors under the command of the Woodfern Demon Emperor, my most optimistic estimate was that the Silver Mask Demon Emperor could hold on for a while. He could only hold on, but it was impossible for him to resist, let alone defeat. But I was wrong. Very, very wrong. The Silver Mask Demon Emperor killed the Divine Force Demon Emperor with one move. His combat strength completely surpassed that of the Divine Force Demon Emperor. What a monster. How could this guy be described as having great potential? Monster. A heaven-defying monster. Ah. From the looks of it, my plan is already in the bag. Ah. The Silver Mask Demon Emperor is about to become the Silver Mask Demon Emperor. Yen Lang finally couldn't hold it in any longer and let out a strange chuckle. Silver Mask. The green smoke demon emperor stared at Xiao Han in a daze. He was a little dumbfounded and his mind was in a mess. His mind was filled with Xiao Han's unparalleled spirit and the elegance of killing the ultimate mutation demon emperor as easily as drinking water or eating. Kill. Finally, the Beast Dominator of the Beast Temple and the Dragon Elephant Beast Dominator reacted and let out heart-wrenching cries. This howl was filled with endless resentment and hatred. Violent, murderous intent. At the same time, it was filled with boundless fear. Let's fight it together. Let's work together to suppress them. The Demon Emperor of the Demon Temple and the Dragon Elephant Demon Emperor charged at Xiao Han from both sides. 2 extremely murderous auras. Like a tidal wave, it swept towards Xiao Han like a bolt of lightning. The heavens sent down divine punishment. He wanted to tear Xiao Han apart. Not good. They joined forces to attack the Silver Mask Demon Emperor. This is bad. For a moment, all the mutated ultimate demon emperors under Yen Lang's command screamed in horror. There were even more than a dozen mutated ultimate demon emperors who activated their demonic auras and tried to rush forward to stop them. However, the attack speed of the Demon Temple and the Dragon Elephant Demon Emperor was too fast, faster than the thinking of the mutated ultimate demon emperors under Yen Lang's command. the mutated ultimate demon emperors under Yanlang's command. As soon as their thinking caught up, the attacks of the demon temple and the dragon elephant demon emperor were about to fall on Xiaohan's body. Humph, Xiaohan remained motionless. After killing the divine power demon emperor in seconds, Xiaohan was very confident. It was simply bursting with confidence. Now Xiaohan was basically no longer afraid of the mutated ultimate demon emperor. No matter how powerful the mutated ultimate demon emperor was, he would always have the confidence to win. Unless he was facing the demon emperor, Xiaohan's confidence would not be shaken. Die. Suddenly Xiaohan's left palm flashed, and a golden halo suddenly condensed. 599,999 demon veins bounced at the same time, and a loud demonic song was transmitted. Swish, a mysterious yellow demon tower instantly appeared in Xiaohan's left palm. This demon tower exuded a terrifying aura that could destroy everything, and a misty demonic fog lingered around the tower. The tower was 9 stories high, and one could vaguely see thousands of demons in the tower. They were dressed in yellow robes, sitting cross-legged and chanting devoutly. The sound of Sanskrit was lingering, and the demonic song was light. Ah! It's a demonic treasure. In an instant, the demon temple and the dragon elephant demon emperor screamed in unison as if they were facing a formidable enemy. All of them unleashed their strongest innate demonic techniques. The demon temple demon emperor created a temple. This temple was about dozens of acres in size. It was not condensed by demonic aura, but a real temple. Like Xiaohan's mysterious yellow demon tower, it was a demonic technique that belonged to the treasure category. Red Dust Demon Temple. This demon temple was extremely ancient, yet it was decorated in a dazzling manner. Crystals were embedded everywhere on the ground and it was spotless. There were some naked beauties in light muslin walking around the temple, and they were graceful, extravagant, and lascivious. Within the demon temple, the soft sounds of women singing resounded unhurriedly. The lyrics were all the tunes of love between men and women, and it caused one's bones to go limp. Thousands of charming women were flirting and giving flirtatious glances. The warm fragrance of soft jade simply caused one to be incomparably intoxicated. All of a sudden, the bodies of the mutated ultimate demon emperors under Yanlang's mount went limp like noodles. Then they started to crazily pull their clothes and let out howling sounds, like cats in the night calling for sex. Among them, those with slightly weaker willpower and cultivation even directly bent down and madly pounded the ground, causing it to crack and explode. The strongest demonic technique of the dragon elephant demon emperor was to transform his demonic aura into a demonic elephant or a demonic dragon, which directly rushed towards Xiaohan. The sky and earth were spinning and the sun and moon were dim. It seemed that the dragon was about to swallow Xiaohan. At this time Xiaohan also moved. He almost drained all the demonic power contained in the 599,999 demonic meridians and poured it all into the Shenhuang demon pagoda in the palm of his hand. Then he swung his hand and threw the Shenhuang demon pagoda out. The demon pagoda grew in the wind. In an instant, it rose from the ground to the sky, reaching hundreds of zhang high. Halala, halala. In the demon pagoda, demonic howls resounded, shaking the surrounding space until it became limp. On the body of the Shenhuang demon pagoda, there were demons carved. Evil spirits, immortals, demonic beasts, thousands of mountains and rivers, palaces and divine mountains, all condensed on it. When Xiaohan took it out, space immediately froze and everything in the universe became still. It was a terrifying power that shocked heaven and earth and made ghosts and gods weep. With the Shenhuang demon pagoda as the center, the radiation spread out, shaking the earth and sky, drying up the seas and cracking the rocks. Demonic light flashed and the tide shook. 100 million horses galloped. Thunderbolts flew in succession. One should know that before taking the precious medicine, Zhuobing Emperor's palm did not have a qualitative change. At that time, when Xiaohan took out the Shenhuang demon pagoda, the power of the pagoda, it could reach 1 billion cauldrons. And now, the capacity of the demon meridian was 50 times that of an ordinary demon emperor. As long as enough demonic power was injected into the Shenhuang demon emperor crystal, the power of the Shenhuang demon pagoda, it could reach 5 billion cauldrons. Boom! The demon pagoda shook. Conquer the world. Suppress the 9 regions. Turn into ashes. Dust everywhere. All of a sudden, the Longxiang demon emperor and the demon temple demon emperor rushed towards Xiaohan's demon body, but they suddenly stopped, as if they were nailed in the void, embedded in space and could not move at all. The demonic techniques that they used to attack Xiao Han also dimmed and disappeared. Their expressions were completely stunned, and their demonic eyes widened as they stared at Xiao Han. This silver-masked bastard, no. Suddenly, a wave of spatial ripples spread out with the Shenhuang Demon Pagoda as the center. Like a tide, it poured on the bodies of the Demon Temple Demon Emperor and the Longxiang Demon Emperor. Time seemed to have stopped. But soon, with the Shenhuang Demon Pagoda as the center, every inch of the space was filled with hair-like cracks. The situation was very strange. All of a sudden, puff, the space with a radius of dozens of acres was densely covered with spiderweb-like cracks. Hundreds of millions of cracks also appeared on the bodies of the Dragon Elephant Demon Emperor and the Demon Temple Demon Emperor. They were like porcelain that had been knocked. In the next moment, the entire space, including the two ultimate variant Demon Emperors, suddenly exploded and turned into dust. Countless glittering Demon Emperor crystal shards scattered in all directions, like gems and stars in the sky. The Demon Emperor crystals are all broken, but it doesn't matter. My left biscuit monarch's palm can repair itself. With a thought from Xiao Han, the Shenhuang Demon Pagoda immediately turned into a beam of demonic light and merged into the 11th notch on left biscuit monarch's palm. Then all the scattered demon corpses and Demon Emperor crystal shards were absorbed by left biscuit monarch's palm. The entire space became clean, and the ghastly cracks in space also began to repair themselves. Xiao Han adjusted the silver mask on his face and dusted off the dust on his clothes. Then he slowly walked towards Yen Lang. All of a sudden the ultimate variant demon emperors under Yen Lang subconsciously retreated, as if they were afraid that Xiao Han would approach them. Their eyes were filled with madness and shock. Thank you for your precious medicine. It helped me condense the monarch body and greatly increased my battle strength. I have already dealt with these ants. Are you satisfied with it? Xiao Han smiled bitterly. Go. Yen Lang's throat seemed to be grabbed by an invisible hand. He let out a voice that sounded like an owl's cry. Was weird. Good. Invincible below the Demon Emperor. Good. Perfect. I haven't used the invincible demonic technique of one demon city yet. Once I use it, I will definitely be invincible. Silver Mask. Now, apart from the Demon Emperor, you are invincible in the entire demon capital. Xiao Han also laughed. In his laughter, there was a kind of sarcasm that Yen Lang did not notice. This is all thanks to Great Master's precious medicine. Otherwise, it would be impossible for me to improve so quickly. Speaking of which, I really have to thank Great Master. Soon Yen Lang took out a crystal ball anxiously and looked at Xiao Han eagerly. Come, Silver Mask. Now let me test your demonic power realm again. You must have mutated and reached the ultimate variant. Our plan can be carried out step by step. Come, test your demonic power realm. To be continued. Chapter 361. Come, Silver Mask. Let me test your demonic power again. Yen Lang smiled as he walked towards Xiao Han. Since you were able to kill 3 ultimate variant demonic emperors under Great Emperor Woodfern, you must be an ultimate variant as well. Xiao Han was speechless. Indeed, Xiao Han hadn't awakened the 600,000th demonic meridian in his left arm yet. Around them, the ordinary demon emperor-level monsters with single mutated, double mutated, and even the ultimate mutated demon emperors were looking at Xiao Han in awe. By the way, Grandmaster, would it be inappropriate for me to kill those 3 fellows? Xiao Han suddenly asked. Yen Lang paused for a moment before bursting into laughter. Silver Mask, you really are a simple and honest man. I heard that you've never been to the demon capital before, and that you've been roaming around outside. It looks like that's true. Yen Lang's attitude toward Xiao Han was now very intimate, as if he was completely treating Xiao Han as a trusted aide. The demon capital is a place where the strong survive and the weak perish. The strong prey on the weak. That's the law of the jungle. The 3 ultimate variant demonic emperors under Great Emperor Woodfern came to my territory and caused trouble. Even if you killed them, Silver Mask, Great Emperor Woodfern wouldn't be able to say anything. Even if Great Emperor Woodfern was extremely indignant, he wouldn't hold it against you for my sake. Besides, given the potential you've displayed, even Great Emperor Woodfern must value you greatly. He won't make things difficult for you anymore. Don't worry, I'll negotiate with Great Emperor Woodfern as soon as possible. Lord Silver Mask, you probably don't know this yet, Great Emperor Woodfern wouldn't want to make a big fuss over the fact that you killed those 3 pieces of trash. Great Emperor Woodfern wouldn't be able to maintain his dignity after all. Don't worry. You've done us proud this time. A tall, skinny, and sinister-looking ultimate variant demonic emperor bowed respectfully. Those fellows have always looked down on those like us who rely on precious herbs to mutate. Humph. Yen Lang snorted unhappily. What's the use of innate genes? How many mutated demonic emperors with innate genes can evolve into demonic emperors? Not even 1 in 100 million. I'm determined to defy the heavens and change the genes of the demon race. I'm confident that I can create demonic emperors in the next 100 years. When that time comes, I'm afraid that even the 10 great thearchs of the demon race have to rely on me. Forget it, let's not talk about this for now. A hint of resentment flashed across Yen Lang's eyes, but he quickly passed the crystal ball to Xiao Han. Silverface infused some demonic energy into the crystal ball. From now on, I will concoct the most suitable elixir for you according to the condition of your demonic power. It will nourish your demonic body to the greatest extent, solidify your foundation, and make your demonic power more vigorous. It will be of great benefit to you when you become a demonic emperor in the future. These words caused the eyes of the mutated ultimate beast emperors to flash with jealousy, but they didn't dare to say anything. This brother Yin thinks that after I consumed that precious medicine, the power of faith towards him has been planted in the depths of my heart. Thus, he treats me as his confidant and wants to spend energy and resources to nurture me. Alright, I'll feign civility for now and try to obtain as many benefits as I can. In any case, I won't suffer any losses in this matter. Xiao Han was overjoyed in his heart. Soon, Xiao Han placed his left hand on the crystal ball, and a stream of demonic aura seeped into the ball. Wung, wung, wung. Within the transparent crystal sphere, runes immediately flashed. Scarlet light surged, and even the veins of the stars in the universe appeared. Furthermore, the sturdy, resplendent demonic veins were like evil dragons that overturned the seas and rivers, riding the wind and breaking the waves as they roared. These demon veins were all unbelievably perfect. What? Yen Lang's psychic wave swept across the crystal ball and he cried out involuntarily. No mutation? Silver Mask, your 600,000th demonic vein has yet to be awakened. On the contrary, the quality of each demonic vein that you've awakened has increased by leaps and bounds, and you're displaying your domineering might everywhere. Master, I'm really ashamed. Xiao Han quickly bowed and said, I've wasted one of Master's peerless treasured medicines, but I haven't reached the level of ultimate mutation. Wasting treasured medicines is akin to recklessly wasting God's gift. No, this isn't right. Yen Lang's eyes fell into deep thought. He subconsciously tapped his forehead with his fingers and began to calculate bitterly. It seems like your 600,000th demonic vein can't be awakened so easily, Silver Mask. According to my experience, once you break through that layer of window paper, you'll be extremely monstrous in a situation like this. You'll definitely be considered heaven-defying. Suddenly, Yen Lang looked at Xiao Han passionately. Normally, the capacity of a single mutated demon emperor and a double mutated demon emperor's demonic vein is only 10 times that of a normal demon emperor's demonic vein. It's only possible to expand it to more than 10 times after achieving ultimate mutation. For example, the immortal power demon emperor that you killed, Silver Mask, had a demonic vein capacity that was 30 times that of a normal demon emperor's demonic vein. In the demon metropolis, it's already considered a gifted existence. However, you, Silver Mask Demon Emperor, have yet to achieve ultimate mutation. The capacity of your demonic vein is already 50 times that of a normal Demon Emperor's demonic vein. It's far more powerful than the immortal power Demon Emperor's demonic vein. In that case, once you achieve ultimate mutation, how powerful will you be? Oh. Xiao Han was stunned. Silver Mask, according to this situation, I'm afraid your potential is no less than that of the demon clan's magnates who were born with noble bloodlines and became emperors. The capacity of your demonic vein now is 50 times that of a normal demon emperor's demonic vein. Among the mutated demon emperors in the entire demon metropolis, you're number one. No one can compete with you. The capacity of the most powerful ultimate mutated demon emperor in the demon metropolis is only 41 times that of a normal demon emperor's demonic vein. It's still no match for you. You're only a double mutated demon emperor. When you achieve ultimate mutation, your demonic vein will expand violently again. How many times will it expand by then? 60 times? 70 times? 80 times? Anything can happen. Xiao Han also gradually understood that the capacity of the demonic vein was actually similar to the expanding acupoint realm in the true energy realm of the human race. The more times the capacity of the demonic vein and the more times the expanding acupoint, the more it represented the potential of a genius. Okay. Silver Mask, now you rest in the villa and don't leave for even half a step. I'll immediately refine the elixir for you to consume. Don't worry, I'll do my best to help you break through the 600,000th demonic vein. Yin Lang rubbed his hands. In the elixir I should add some Taishu Qi. No. I might as well use dragon beard grass and giant conch flower, supplemented by purple cloud Qi, or abyss demon aura and extraterrestrial meteorite flower. Yin Lang began to think and murmured to himself. The third level of the demon metropolis. The third level of the demon metropolis was extremely mysterious, as if it was in another space. In this misty space, there was a high-quality demonic Qi everywhere. Traces of demonic mist and crimson mist lingered, and evil demonic talismans bloomed everywhere. A demon palace that seemed to be refined from 5-colored divine jade stood at the center of this misty space with a translucent, glittering brilliance. The demon palace was engraved with countless ancient demon race characters. Some of them looked like dragons and phoenixes, while others looked like black tortoises and cheilants. All of them exuded an ancient aura. Inside the palace stood a total of 10 ancient godlike monster race Great Emperors. Great Emperor Woodfern, the Divine Force Demon Emperor, the Dragon Elephant Demon Emperor, and the Demon Temple Demon Emperor are all dead. What do you think about this? Let this emperor think about it. A silhouette wearing a dark golden cloak with an aura as long as the heavens pondered for a moment. This Yin Lang is getting more and more unscrupulous. How dare he stop our subordinates from bringing the silver masked demon emperor back? He even killed our subordinates. Damn it. He deserves to die. All of you shut up. Great Emperor Woodfern suddenly spoke in a dignified voice. The Divine Force Demon Emperor, the Dragon Elephant Demon Emperor, and the Demon Temple Demon Emperor were all my capable subordinates. In a one-on-one battle, they could practically wipe out all the demon emperors in Grandmaster Yin Lang's villa. Even if they were surrounded, they could still escape from the villa. But now they've been killed. They didn't even have time to send a message to me before they died. It's very likely that they were killed in an instant. Hiss. Great Emperor Woodfern, there's no way a ultimate variant demon emperor in Yin Lang's villa could kill 3 of your subordinates in an instant. Even in the entire demon capital, there's no ultimate variant demon emperor that could kill the Divine Force Demon Emperor, the Demon Temple Demon Emperor, and the Dragon Elephant Demon Emperor at the same time. That's right. Even the most terrifying demoness of all the mutated demoness emperors couldn't kill your 3 most trusted subordinates in an instant, said Patriarch Woodfern. There's no such existence in the entire demon capital, and it's even harder to find one in Grandmaster Yin Lang's villa. The only explanation is the silver-masked demon emperor. Perhaps it was him. Great Emperor Woodfern chuckled. Now that's interesting. Grandmaster Yin Lang said that the silver-masked demon emperor's potential is unparalleled throughout the ages, and that he could help us realize our plan. It seems he wasn't exaggerating. It's possible that the silver-masked demon emperor. If the silver-masked demon emperor was the one who killed 3 of your subordinates in an instant, it's more than enough to prove that he's invincible among the demon tribes of this plane. As for our plan, once it succeeds, we'll be able to control everything in this world. Not only will we reign supreme over this plane, but we'll also be able to invade other planes. That's why I said we shouldn't touch the silver-masked demon emperor for now. Let Grandmaster Yin Lang do what he wants, Great Emperor Woodfern said with a smile. This Grandmaster Yin Lang is truly ambitious. He can blot out the sun, and all the precious pills he concocts contain the power of faith. In the future, if he can really mass-produce demon emperors, he will definitely plant the power of faith in the hearts of these demon emperors. But it doesn't matter. As long as we invite the demon god altar with the power of faith of Lord Demon God, we can directly refine the power of faith that Yin Lang planted in the hearts of these demon emperors. Then all the created demon emperors will regain their original surnames and be loyal to Lord Demon God. Ha! An idiot like Yin Lang dares to scheme against us? Ah! To put it bluntly, we're just using him. He's just a human. What right does he have to steal the faith of the demon tribe? The demon god is our greatest source of faith. Yin Lang, you're just making a wedding dress for us. However, we shouldn't offend Yin Lang. All of our plans and ambitions require Yin Lang's talent in pill concoction. Although the silver-masked demon emperor's potential far exceeds our imagination, The reason he was able to kill my 3 trusted subordinates in an instant is most likely due to the ancient treasure in his possession. I'm also very interested in that treasure. Just what kind of treasure is it? Great Emperor Woodfern smiled playfully. The more I think about it, the more I feel an itch in my heart. Ha ha, it's been a long time since I felt this way. Ha ha. Great Emperor Woodfern, didn't you say that you wouldn't disturb the silver-masked demon emperor anymore? Just bear with it for now. Let's see if Grandmaster Yen Lang can create a miracle. To be honest, mass-producing beast monarchs is much more important than just an ancient secret treasure. Another martial monarch smiled. Great Emperor Woodfern pondered for a moment, then smiled in relief. How about this? I won't send my subordinates to the manor to capture the silver-masked demon emperor. However, we'll release our demonic senses to observe the silver-masked demon emperor. With our knowledge, we'll definitely be able to determine the type of treasure the silver-masked demon emperor possesses. Basically, we're 90% sure. Alright, let's take a look and see what kind of secrets this little guy has. The other 9 great emperors agreed unanimously. To be continued. Chapter 362. In Yen Lang's Manor. It was an agarwood loft with pleasant scenery, standing tall in the midst of mountains, rivers, and fields. Xiao Han sat on the bed with his legs crossed. His left arm was flickering with a demonic light. At this moment, the palm was refining the remains of the Demon Temple Demon Emperor, Divine Power Demon Emperor, and Dragon Elephant Demon Emperor. The 3 ultimate variant Demon Emperor corpses were broken down into strands of the purest energy and poured into the palm to stimulate the 600,000th demon vein, trying to awaken it. However, it's too difficult to awaken the 600,000th demon vein. Even these ultimate variant Demon Emperor corpses, who are born with noble bloodlines and are free of impurities, can't awaken the 600,000th demon vein. It's still not enough. Xiao Han frowned. How can I make the Demon Emperor left arm palm enter the realm of the ultimate variant? Xiao Han thought for a long time but had no idea. However, when he thought of how Yen Lang said that he would concoct the peerless medicine as soon as possible to help him awaken the 600,000th demon vein, Xiao Han's anxiety gradually calmed down. Maybe the Demon Emperor left arm palm's ultimate variant will fall on Yen Lang. He, the greatest alchemist in the history of the human race. You're the best alchemist in the world. I hope you won't disappoint me. Xiao Han took out a bunch of Demon Emperor crystals and countless Demon Emperor crystal fragments while the Demon Emperor crystal glowed brightly. After killing the 3 ultimate variant Demon Emperors, Xiao Han obtained dozens of high-grade Demon Emperor crystals. However, he didn't plan to refine any of them before the Demon Emperor left arm palm's ultimate variant. He only released his psychic energy to examine the Demon Emperor crystals. Not bad. As expected of the strongest ultimate variant demon emperors under Great Monarch Woodfern. Some of their demonic arts are extremely profound. Xiao Han couldn't help nodding. However, right at this moment, puff! In Xiao Han's heart, the sound of pearls splashing on a jade plate suddenly burst forth. What? Xiao Han instinctively pressed his right hand on his heart and used his psychic energy to examine his body. In an instant, Xiao Han discovered that among the many seals on the surface of the demon egg, the 6th seal had finally broken. It had to be known that the first time he saw Yen Lang, he had been stimulated by the ancient spell formation around him. The 6th seal that surrounded the demonic egg had begun to tremble, showing signs of breaking. At that time, Xiao Han had used all of his abilities to stabilize the 6th seal, preventing it from breaking in front of Yen Lang, which would have revealed its flaws. However, at this moment, the half-broken 6th seal finally cracked open. Compared to the previous 5 broken seals, the 6th one was even bigger and had a stronger aura. As soon as it shattered, strands of misty immortal energy erupted from it. The aura of an immortal curled up in spirals, and it was ancient. It was even to the extent that it emanated an aura of an epic. Various phenomena appeared, and immortal music resounded in waves. Moreover, as the 6th seal broke, another crack appeared on the surface of the demon egg. Demonic chi oozed out from the crack. God damn it, another crack has appeared on the demon egg. This makes me vaguely feel that there's a strange life force hidden within the demon egg. This life force is pulsing gently. Xiao Han's heart leapt in fear. In that critical moment, he used all of his spirit turtle true chi to fill it up madly, firmly sealing up the crack on the surface of the eggshell. At the same time, rays of divine light and precious light rushed out from Xiao Han's heart. The light rays shone brightly and shot near Xiao Han's body. Buzz, fish and dragons were everywhere. Clouds were rising. Countless jade-like talismans and seal characters were produced. They crisscrossed and intersected with each other. These talismans and seal characters didn't seem to belong to this world. It was strange and profound. Soon, all the precious light, crimson light, talismans and seal characters were condensed and formed a huge cocoon of light. The cocoon floated in the void, bobbing up and down. Puff! In an instant, the cocoon of light shattered and turned into pictures, hand seals and talismans. They exploded in all directions and merged into Xiaohan's mind. Boom! A feeling of enlightenment enveloped Xiaohan. At that moment, all the distracting thoughts in his mind disappeared. His aura was flawless and transparent. 10,000 Immortals Formation. A sacred glow appeared on Xiaohan's cheeks, and his eyes were filled with enlightenment. I understand now. I understand it completely. On the sixth seal there was a cultivation technique. 10,000 Immortals Formation. Once he mastered this cultivation technique, he would be able to set up a total of 10,000 formations around his body. Every great formation contained the mysterious power of space and even time. Once the formation was successfully set up around one's body, no living being would be able to lock onto one's true body, even if it was standing right in front of one's eyes. It was as if his real body was constantly jumping between time and space. Flickering. Elusive. Indefinite. This 10,000 Immortals Formation is specially set up to deal with the demon race. It has a special ability to block out demonic aura. If you encounter a powerful demon race, even if you are attacked by demonic techniques, the 10,000 Immortals Formation around your body will automatically devour and refine the demonic aura. This 10,000 Immortals Formation is powerful, but it is extremely difficult to cultivate. The first requirement to cultivate this 10,000 Immortals Formation is to increase your cultivation to the 8th stage of True Qi, the Talisman Formation realm. When your cultivation reaches the Talisman Formation realm, you can use True Qi talismans to set up various formations. By combining your True Qi, you will be able to unleash offensive and defensive power that can destroy the world, slay demons and slay demons. Then, through the cultivation technique of the 10,000 Immortals Formation, you can steal some of the more special and extremely precious treasure Qi in the universe. In this universe there are some treasure Qi that few people know about, but they are real. They are energy bodies such as the treasure Qi of 9 suns, clear sky treasure Qi, star treasure Qi, great void treasure Qi, blue scorching treasure Qi, big dipper treasure Qi. Ordinary martial artists in the True Qi realm would not be able to sense these treasure Qi, let alone collect them. Unless you are an immortal. However, after cultivating the 10,000 Immortals Formation, you can form a mysterious connection with the universe beyond the heavens and the stars, allowing you to sense these treasure Qi and collect them. After that, you can use these treasure Qi to activate True Qi talismans and set up a formation around your body according to the method of the 10,000 Immortals Formation. Once the formation is completed, you will be invulnerable to all evils, demons and tribulations. That's right. The formation around Yen Lang's body must be the 10,000 Immortals Formation realm. However, Yen Lang's cultivation was far from the Talisman Formation realm. He could not even set up the simplest true Talisman Formation, let alone collect the treasure Qi to set up the 10,000 Immortals Formation. He must have obtained some lost treasure related to the 10,000 Immortals Formation and refined it into his body. Therefore he naturally set up a formation around his body. However, the treasure Yen Lang obtained must be incomplete because there are only a few thousand formations around his body. There are no 10,000 formations like the 10,000 Immortals Formation that can be created when the 10,000 Immortals Formation is fully cultivated. Of course, even so, it can ensure that Yen Lang can survive in the monster metropolis. Those martial emperors won't be able to easily break the formation and kill Yen Lang's real body. At this moment, the 6th seal was indeed engraved with 10,000 immortal formations and the method to collect the treasure Qi from outer space. However, Xiaohan could not touch it. His cultivation level was even lower than Yen Lang's. He had a peerless divine art, but it was beyond his reach. It doesn't matter. I'm currently in the monster metropolis. If I use the human's true Qi divine art, I'll definitely die. Xiaohan felt at ease. Even if I can cultivate the 10,000 immortals formation, I can't act rashly. As long as I reveal the slightest flaw, I'll be killed by those martial emperors before I can cultivate the divine art. Xiaohan was calm. Soon the 6th seal was silent. After a while there was no trace of it left. As long as Xiaohan did not actively use his spiritual waves to look inside, the 6th seal would not give off any more waves. Once I return to the Demon Hero Tower and expand my acupoints into talismans, I'll reach the talisman formation realm in one go. It won't be too late to cultivate the 10,000 Immortals formation then. Xiao Han nodded slightly. However, now that the sixth seal had been broken, although Xiao Han tried his best to seal the demon egg with the spirit turtle's true qi, it was extremely difficult. From the crack on the surface of the eggshell, strands of extremely pure demon qi seeped out. It surged with vitality, as if an extremely evil, ancient, vicious creature that could destroy the world was about to be resurrected. This feeling made Xiao Han feel lingering fear. He even felt goosebumps all over his body. Every time a seal is broken, the living creature in the demon egg is closer to breaking out of the cocoon. Xiao Han felt a headache coming on. Even the pagoda master of the Demon Hero Tower is extremely afraid of the vicious creature in the demon egg. Once it breaks out of the cocoon, it'll be terrible. It might bring disaster to me. Although I refined the demon egg and fused it with my body, my cultivation is too weak. I can't control it at all. When that time comes, maybe I'll be possessed. As he thought about it, Xiao Han's back was covered in cold sweat. He felt a chill run down his spine. However, at this moment, boom, 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 boom. Invisibly, waves of spiritual waves, powerful and demonic, directly penetrated the barrier of space and swept across Xiao Han's body. In an instant, the surging demon sense, invisible and substantial, wrapped around Xiao Han's body like a flood dragon. This demon sense was as deep as the sea. It was so powerful that even the mountain and sea prison could not compare to it. A casual wave could destroy mountains and rivers, move mountains, destroy continents, comprehend the 5 elements and subdue yin and yang. Xiao Han immediately felt a chill run down his spine. This was just a demon sense, but it was already so powerful that it could easily kill people like the Demon Emperor with divine power. Of course, it could also kill Xiao Han. Soon, this demon sense penetrated into Xiao Han's body. It was like quicksilver flowing on the ground. His flesh, bones, skin, hair, blood, cells, the Demon Emperor's palm. Even his soul seemed to be forcibly seen through. Damn it! Those great Demon Emperors are spying on me. Xiao Han also understood. He had been forcibly spied on in the Demon Hero Tower once, so he was not unfamiliar with the current situation. Xiao Han was shocked and angry. But there was nothing he could do. However, when the demon sense penetrated Xiao Han's body, Xiao Han's demon egg actually shook. Puff! All the demon senses were shattered. Turned into nothingness. Turned into ashes. Buzz! Xiao Han's mind went blank and then he directly fainted. On the 3rd level of the demon metropolis. In the 5-colored demon palace. Puff! Suddenly the 10 great demon emperors spat out demonic blood at the same time. Roar! They let out pained roars that contained a monstrous amount of shock and horror. Great Emperor Woodfern, what's going on? Great Emperor Woodfern, what's going on? What's hiding inside the silver-masked demon emperor's body? Silence. The Woodfern demon emperor also roared in anger, his voice filled with terror. That fellow's body actually has a monstrous demonic might, a boundless demonic grace and a peerless might. It's like an ancient demon god, and we don't dare to blaspheme it. The quality of that energy far surpasses ours. It far surpasses ours. If we try to force our way in, we'll definitely be reduced to ashes. Terrifying, too terrifying. Why does the silver-masked demon emperor possess such a demonic origin energy that surpasses ours? What is its origin? It's too terrifying. The Woodfern demon emperor had also gradually calmed down. This supreme energy definitely doesn't belong to the silver-masked demon emperor. He's still too weak to control even a billionth of this energy. Furthermore, this energy can shatter his tiny body at any moment. But so what? We can't spy on that energy either. It's too violent, too sinister, and too evil. It seems like we can only do this. Suddenly, the Woodfern demon emperor's voice trembled as he said, "Find an opportunity to summon the demon god sacrificial altar and summon the will of the mighty demon god to the silver-masked demon emperor. The will of the demon god will definitely be able to break through the mysterious origin energy in the silver-masked demon emperor's body. Perhaps we'll be able to benefit from it." Alright. Bringing out the demon god altar is the only feasible method. To be continued. Chapter 363. At this moment, the 10 great beast monarchs were filled with fear. They had used their demon senses to probe Xiao Han's secrets and felt a lofty will that wouldn't tolerate any blasphemy. They didn't doubt that Xiao Han's demon essence could easily tear them to shreds. In fact, it could even obliterate their souls in an instant. It seems that the treasure in the silver-masked monster emperor's body doesn't belong to the demon race of this plane. It might have fallen from the upper worlds and fallen into his hands. The Woodfern Emperor analyzed calmly. But no matter what, we can't act rashly now. He paused for a moment, then smiled. In that case, let's summon the monster god altar. There's no need to be too nervous. Who knows, the silver-masked monster emperor might bring us a miracle instead of a calamity. All right. The other martial monarchs of the Beast clan chimed in. Grand Emperor Woodfern, summoning the demon god's sacrificial altar is no small matter. The 10 of us must join forces and send our most pious faith to the higher world. Then we will receive the blessing of the exalted demon god and use our demon sense to construct an altar. First, our faith must be pure and free of impurities. Otherwise, not only will we fail to summon the altar, but we will also be abandoned and exiled by the monster god. Second, we need powerful demon senses to construct the altar. Faith. The Woodfern Emperor smiled confidently. There's no problem with faith. All the demon races in the universe worship the demon god as their life's faith. As for demon senses, the 10 of us will be more than enough to construct the altar. No matter what secrets or treasures are hidden in the body of the silver-masked little demon emperor, under the will of Lord Demon God, there is nowhere for them to hide. The Woodfern Emperor pondered for a moment, then said solemnly, let's not worry about Grandmaster Yen Lang and the silver-masked monster emperor for now. 5 days later, it will be Master Yen Lang's birthday. At that time we will all be there. The silver-masked demon emperor will definitely appear beside Master Yen Lang. Then we will take advantage of his unpreparedness to take out the secret of the silver-masked demon emperor. Emperor Woodfern, won't this affect Grandmaster Yen Lang's plan? Asked one of the demonic emperors. Let's find out the secrets of the silver-masked little demon emperor first. Through the investigation of my demon sense just now, I have a premonition that the value of the silver-masked little demon emperor's secret might be greater than Master Yen Lang's plan. This secret might even overturn the structure of the demon race in our plane. The longer such a shocking secret is kept by the silver-masked little demon emperor, the more worried I am. Suddenly, the Woodfern demon emperor performed an incantation gesture, closed his eyes, and put on a pious expression. A moment later, a wisp of light shot out of the Woodfern demon emperor's forehead into the sky. Let's pray. Pray together. The other 9 emperors imitated Grand Emperor Woodfern's example, meditating and praying devoutly. At the same time, a strange light began to shine from their foreheads. 10 rays of light fused together. At the same time, the 10 emperors, led by the Woodfern demon emperor, opened and closed their mouths, their expressions incomparably pious and respectful. Then they all knelt down and raised their hands, palms facing the sky. Their prayers were endless. These prayers were all uttered in the language of the ancient demon race. As the prayers were uttered, the language of the demon race transformed into long dragons that merged with the 10 beams of light and shot into the sky, disappearing without a trace. Good. I hope the will of the demon god can hear our prayers, so that we can invite the demon god altar down, the Woodfern demon emperor said solemnly. Second level of the demon capital. Yen Lang's villa. Xiaohan's wooden house. Inside a study. Xiaohan was sitting at a pear-wood desk, flipping through some books. These are all human books. They record the history of the human race. Xiaohan flipped through them casually. Before this, Xiaohan had been spied on by the 10 emperors' demonic senses. Fortunately, the demon egg had shattered their demonic senses. Ever since then, the 10 emperors had reigned in their demonic senses and never visited the Luoho or Xiaohan again. However, Xiaohan understood that the secret has been exposed. Everything looks calm now, but there's definitely an even more terrifying conspiracy brewing in the shadows. The 10 emperors won't let this go so easily. Xiaohan threw the book in his hand away and frowned. What should I do? I've already been targeted by the 10 emperors. Should I escape from the demon capital now? Escape? Xiaohan shook his head helplessly. In this kind of situation, it was extremely difficult to successfully escape from the demon metropolis. Furthermore, Xiaohan's mission in the demon capital had been to assassinate Yen Lang and obtain the medicine for Xiao Yunrong, but he hadn't completed a single one. Just then, Xiaohan's heart skipped a beat. Ah, Silver Mask. Yen Lang's laughter rang out from outside the study. Oh master, you're here. Please come in, please come in. Xiaohan quickly pretended to stand up, stood up and opened the door. Silver Mask. Yen Lang entered the study. His face was glowing, but there was a hint of exhaustion in his eyes. The two of them sat down. Silver Mask, I stayed up all night last night to design some plants, Yanlang said with a smile. In a few days I'll start collecting medicinal herbs and all kinds of extraterrestrial treasure chi. I'll refine a few precious medicines according to your realm and the characteristics of your demon body. Thank you, Grandmaster. You've worked hard, Xiaohan hurriedly said humbly. It's okay. All the hard work is worth it, Yanlang said with satisfaction. Silver Mask, let me tell you this time, if there's no accident, my precious medicine can successfully awaken your 600,000th demon meridian. Really? Xiaohan blurted out subconsciously. Yes. Yanlang nodded heavily. A hint of pride and conceit flashed across his eyes. My alchemy skills are exceptional and rare in the world. You don't have to doubt this, Silver Mask. If I say I want you to undergo the ultimate mutation, you'll definitely be able to do it. Yes, yes. Xiaohan pretended to be a yes man. He had to do his best to pretend that he had already planted the power of faith in Yanlang. That way he would be able to win Yanlang's trust and obtain more benefits from him. Maybe this idiot really can create a peerless precious medicine that can help me awaken my 600,000th demon meridian. Xiaohan could not help but feel a little more confident in Yanlang. Silver Mask, I've already talked to Emperor Woodfern. Don't worry, he and the other emperors won't make things difficult for you, Yanlang said proudly. But right at that moment, Xiaohan's heart skipped a beat. The sixth seal that had been broken began to glow with light, sending out fluctuations that entered Xiaohan's mind. As the ripples of the sixth seal entered his brain, Xiaohan's eyes suddenly lit up. He could actually see through Yanlang's body. There was a fist-sized golden stone in Yanlang's dantian. The stone was engraved with densely packed runes and immortal characters. Furthermore, the stone emitted misty rays of light that were invisible to the naked eye. They shot out in all directions, and each ray of light set up a formation near Yanlang's body. In other words, there were a total of 4,309 spell formations around Yanlang's body. The Myriad Immortals formation. Xiaohan's heart lit up. I understand now. The golden stone in Yanlang's dantian must be the secret treasure with the Myriad Immortals formation carved on it. Yanlang refined the golden stone into his body, and it automatically formed 4,309 spell formations. The golden stone contained some of the source energy required by the spell formations. At the same time, the sixth seal continued to throb within Xiaohan's heart. Faint ripples were transmitted into Xiaohan's mind. What? I was actually able to activate the sixth seal and directly snatch the golden stone that Yanlang had refined in his dantian. Xiaohan's heart was in turmoil. It was as if the golden stone in Yanlang's dantian belonged to the sixth seal. It was as if the golden stone was left behind by the sixth seal. The current situation, for example, was like a thief who had stolen a treasure. Now, the original owner of the treasure had come to the thief's side and discovered his lost treasure. With a single thought, the golden stone that Yanlang refined will be taken away by the will of the sixth seal. I'll take it by force and merge it into my body. No, not snatch it but return it to its original owner. Xiaohan was completely excited. However, he was wearing a silver mask, so Yanlang could not see the change of his expression. Xiaohan was also trying his best to control his thoughts. Soon, Xiaohan forcefully dispelled the sixth seal's desire for the golden stone. Ha ha ha. But once the treasure in Yanlang's body is taken away, the spell formations around Yanlang's body will collapse on their own. Then, even a mutated emperor beast can easily kill Yanlang. And I'll be able to complete the mission to enter the demon metropolis. Ah, I'm so lucky. Moreover, after refining that treasure into my body, there will be many spell formations around my body. I'll be able to resist the attacks of the 10 emperors of the demon clan, and then kill my way out of the demon metropolis. Ah, all the problems seem to be easily solved. Ha ha ha. Xiaohan's heart was burning with passion. However, Xiaohan was not in a hurry to take the treasure. He calmed his mind and looked at Yanlang calmly. At this moment, when Xiaohan looked at Yanlang, it was as if he was looking at a fat pig waiting to be slaughtered. To Xiaohan, risking his life to enter the demon metropolis this time to assassinate Yanlang, it was difficult. Even if he could kill Yanlang to escape unscathed, to avoid the pursuit of the emperors of the demon clan, and to escape alive, it was extremely difficult. However, if he could snatch the golden stone from Yanlang's body, the situation would be immediately reversed. Killing Yanlang was like killing a chicken. It wasn't impossible for him to escape. Silver Mask, you seem a little strange? Yin Lang seemed to have noticed something. No, I'm not. I'm just looking forward to the precious medicine that Master is about to refine. It makes my heart beat a lot faster. Xiao Han pretended to touch his chest in embarrassment and shook his head with a smile. Ah, it's nothing. Silver Mask, you have to be calm. Yin Lang didn't feel offended at all. He was still very confident in his power of faith. Since Xiao Han had taken the peerless precious medicine that he refined, he must have become Yin Lang's puppet. This was something that would never fail. Moreover, the power of faith in the peerless precious medicine was thousands or even tens of thousands of times stronger than that of ordinary precious medicine. This made Yin Lang believe that in the entire villa, the most loyal person to him was definitely the Silver Mask Demon Emperor. Suddenly, bang! Yin Lang patted the table heavily as if he had made up his mind. He stood up. Silver Mask, listen carefully. In 5 days it will be my birthday. At that time, the 10 emperors will attend, and countless mutated demon emperors and ultimate mutated demon emperors will also attend. The scene was unprecedentedly heated. On that day, Silver Mask, you will also follow me there. I have to seize the time and refine the precious medicine now. On the day of my birthday, I will let you take it in public. Yin Lang closed his eyes deeply. On that day, I will help you awaken the 600,000 demon meridian. Silver Mask, your potential is terrifyingly high. Once you achieve the ultimate mutation, it will definitely cause a storm. At that time, you will let those demon emperors see your glory, and you will also win glory for yourself. Oh, so you want to make use of me to show off on your birthday? Xiao Han was also well aware of what was going on. At the same time, Xiao Han was also thinking quickly in his mind. On that day, if Mr. Yin succeeds in refining a peerless treasure, allowing me to consume it and awaken the 600,000th beast vein, I will immediately take the treasure from Mr. Yan's body and refine it into my own body. Thousands of formations will be set up around my body, and at that time I will capture Mr. Yan and take him away from the demon capital. The 10 demon emperors will definitely not be able to break the array around my body in a short time. Ah, okay, that's it. Master, can you refine the precious medicine on your birthday? Xiao Han held back his laughter and asked. In these few days I will work a little harder. It should not be a problem. Yin Lang smiled proudly. Silver Mask, you are looking forward to it now, right? Master, I am really looking forward to it, very looking forward to it. Xiao Han said emotionally. Ah, I'm also looking forward to it. Yin Lang naturally did not know Xiao Han's true thoughts. The two of them looked at each other and laughed loudly, each with their own ulterior motives. After Yin Lang left, Xiao Han was deep in thought. Awaken the 600,000th demon vein, snatch the treasure in Yin Lang's body, kidnap Yin Lang, and kill my way out of the demon capital. I have to make this plan flawless. In his mind, he was constantly thinking about the plan, calculating every possible link and perfecting it. You're tuning in to the Han Li's Wuxia Chronicles YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.